much.
Yeah, this is better.
Sounds probably.
Okay. Yeah, Discord didn't notice that my microphone was plugged in to begin with. So it defaulted to the laptop microphone again.
The laptop microphone.
Sorry, honey. Not right now.
Yes. So,
Plot twist:
we-
Clink has been played by Silver's daughter the entire time.
Pretty much.
yeah, well, sounds about right. So, when we last left off, you were about to leave the pair of black antlers.
Yes, we were.
And we stopped basically when you were about to leave.
That's right.
And go towards the docks in the south. So, presuming you still want to do so.
Yes.
Well,
We also want to
did
wake-
want a long rest, but we can't have that, I suppose.
We did blow quite a few
It's
spells.
only morning, I think.
Well,
Maybe it's noon.
currently it's around noon, and which means you would have to camp out here for another 8 hours or something before you can start a long rest, because you can only benefit of one long rest per 24-hour period.
What I do want to do is shake all these unconscious demons up.
Yeah, I assume
Is it
they
a
have
smart
been
idea
woken.
Is it a smart thing to do?
Yes, because they're on our side, so we want to have them awake to help us.
Well, will they know they're on our side
Yes,
in that
because
split second after you wake them up?
yes, because I am a grandma with a very strict voice, so they will know to listen to me.
Well, I assume their friends help wake them up as well.
I thought you were going to say I'm a grandma, so I know how to jump out the way when they kick.
Yeah, that too. That too, yeah.
Related skills. Anyway, as you head outside with the bunch of demons, demons and minotaurs following you, you note that the spined devils in the distance take off and fly somewhere else.
They're going to get reinforcements. But we have reinforcements too. We are
Yes, you
army.
have reinforcements.
Get the reinforcements. We are the reinforcements.
Would a ballista be just a regular crossbow for these guys?
They're not that big, so don't think they'd be able to carry a ballista, because ballistas are very big. So I think you'd need to be at least 2 sizes larger than medium to carry something that looks like a ballista.
Gotcha.
Alright, you start heading towards the south, and you get about a street far before you hear sounds coming.
I'm not walking in front.
I assume so. Before you hear sounds coming from either side, one from the left, and more sounds from the right.
Where are all our reinforcements?
Well, they are embodied by their leader.
Okay.
Because I don't feel like putting 20 icons on the layer and then also running all of them in initiative, unless you want to spend 2 sessions on one fight.
Haven't you ever played modern RPGs where the protagonist just puts all his compatriots in his pocket?
Yes, well, basically.
Oh, no, the modern versions of those have them all follow the leader around.
That's right. Okay, so older style RPGs where the leader puts all his compatriots in his pocket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
So Pokemon.
Exactly!
No, Pokemon has had a following Pikachu since Pokemon Yellow. Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
that
and
bad
then-
time.
They put it away again.
Yeah, it's mostly only been in Pokemon Yellow. I think they put it back in some later games, but most games.
Yeah. It was mostly because they didn't want to have to code in for every single fucking Pokemon, so they only did it for Yellow, where you only got a Pikachu.
Yeah.
which was the worst starter, and that makes sense.
Well, in the remake of Pokemon Yellow, and they made it work for every Pokemon, but this is already for the Switch. So, anyway, Pokemon aside, Korowak points you towards the ones you are nearest to, namely this one in this.
You say this
Street.
one, but I can't see. Ah, the street. Okay.
Wait,
The
did you say
street.
Marowak? I thought we were not talking about Pokemon.
Korowak.
Oh, sorry. Still had my head on Pokemon.
His name is now Marowak.
Okay, so
Does
Marowak
he wear
and
a
his
bone on his head?
Yes.
Actually, yeah, baby.
and he
His face
wore
has been
antlers,
burned.
so close enough. So, and Korowak and his companions head into the larger group of devils in the other street, which I have represented with one devil because I'm lazy.
Max snipes him. Fight over.
Yeah, well,
It's going to be a no. They're going to do a trainer battle.
Ah,
yeah, well,
As we go off
Throw
to
out
the
one
other.
demon at a time.
Yellowfin, I choose you.
You know what? I would be totally down to play D&D trainer battles where you throw out your rogue to go and murder some monsters.
Murder bird,
And
I
then
choose
you
you.
recall your rogue. It's just Pokemon, but with a D&D setting. And you have to capture new rogues and things. But instead of capturing them with Pokeballs, you have to capture them by doing little quests to screw them over. Like you catch them in a robbery and then you break them out of prison.
Oh, so blackmail.
Yeah. Blackmail Pokemon.
I mean, it's already about cage fighting with cute animals, so
And then your rogue stabs you in the
A little-
heart, and you can't.
a little blackmail is not too much on the morality side. It's a rounding error.
all right.
As we advance to this, towards this street.
So,
If I didn't have Taco Hand, I'd boot up my Game Boy.
so as you, yeah. Anyway,
No, leave it on. It's good.
okay, sure. So everyone roll initiative, if you haven't done so already.
Oh jeez, it's a low initiative round.
Yeah, wow.
They go and then we go. It is a turn-based game.
Alright, and I should roll initiative for Lulu.
To be fair, it was turn-based before that, but still.
Yes, we made the turn-based game turn-based.
Wait.
Wow.
I just realized, Clink, is your perception really only 9?
Yeah, he has
Yeah,
8,
I have a -1 whiz.
He didn't
Which-
notice yet.
which explains a lot of things.
I also have -1 strength, and I fight at melee.
Yeah, but
Because
you
you
can.
fight with Dex.
Yeah, so that's not really.
Don't worry, Clink's a great supporter.
So I quite like the finesse rules in this, because in 3rd edition the finesse rules were you roll to hit with Dex, and you roll to damage with strength. Which was a bit stupid.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. You're talking to someone who was used to Thaco up until we started playing this session.
Yeah, Thaco was hilariously hard.
It was easy if you got used to it.
Well, yes, I know, I've played plenty of 2nd edition fucking games, but still.
Okay.
You guys haven't
it's-
played a game with logarithms, have you?
I mean, it's still odd that was
I
the
have
first
actually.
thing. The first thing they thought about, rather than the current system of just a number you roll to hit, given the fact that it's mathematically the same. Anyway, the Barbed Devil rushes forward, and incidentally, is the order I put you in the order you want to be walking in?
No, I'm okay with this.
This is fine.
Sure.
Yeah,
Fine.
sure.
Okay. Shows this character sheet. Two small balls of flame at the nearest target, who is Clink.
Is it a spell or is it just a fireball?
It's just literal fire.
Okay.
Again.
Well,
Napalm spit.
Clink, who manages to nimbly dodge both of them. Lulu stays in place. A bearded devil comes running forward and holds an action. Spined devil flies towards here, launches a spine each at Darius and Krivkash.
Pokey.
Who both manage to raise their shields in time to not get hit by them, and then he flies a bit away, and our sound has stopped for whatever reason. Apparently, trainer battle team requires very long end thing with no sound. Anyway. Next bearded devil runs forward, holds in action. Darius.
Yes. You know, this street is only so wide.
slurp.
I think you know what time it is.
I just realized that I forgot to put your new wizard friend in the initiative and on the map.
Oh,
This seems like something I should fix.
She followed us to the demons?
No, that's where you can pause. Yeah.
there?
No,
You're forgetting.
they can pass through this.
Yeah,
Ah,
there.
yeah.
That looks good.
If you move it two
Excellent.
down, you'll still get them all.
He wants to block off the others.
Yeah, no.
No, look, they can't... Oh, I suppose it is dirt section.
Then do it one more to the top so they can certainly not round the corner.
That's it when they enter it or when they start their turn on it, or both?
Both.
Both.
Separately.
Okay.
And just to clarify, if someone is not in it, like that other one, but behind the slurp sphere, we can't see them because the slurp sphere itself is too opaque, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Well, that
I'm
makes this-
also
Easy for Clink.
going to move.
Does Clink still have web?
Clink has one cast, but no web marked.
Okay, so this is the good place. In
I
that
would
case,
like to move there. Yes.
okay.
All right.
This here web. I'm not sure why
Okay.
I have Scorching Ray marked rather than web.
Okay, so paste me the spell text again so I remember. Okay. Okay, just so when they start or stop their turn in the area, they have to do a thing, and it's difficult terrain. Okay. And they can't see through it because it's not magical darkness, it's just black.
Opaque.
Yeah, basically. Okay.
Would blind sense work in the slurp sphere or no?
Yeah, because it's just blackness, and blind sight doesn't require any. It isn't actually visual.
Gotcha.
It's like echolocation or something.
Well, yes, except the fact that echolocation is something different, which is called tremor sense.
Tremor
Although
sense
it's
relies
silent
on
echolocation.
touching the ground.
No, blindside is technically echolocation, and tremor sense is indeed via the ground. Yes.
Yes.
Tremor sense is how you.
I don't think blind sense is prevented by lack of atmosphere.
Not as such, no. So it's echolocation except magic.
It's radar,
Yes.
magic radar.
It's literally just radar.
Basically,
Tremor
and then,
pretty
sense
short
is how
range radar.
you. Tremor sense is how you find the nearest B movie.
Cast really weak fireballs all the time.
and then there's also true sight, which is basically you get to look beyond Plato's cave.
Oh, but it's a very nice cave. It's very comfy.
Yeah, well,
Cthulhu tragen.
Right, is this guy moving or not?
yeah, so, sorry, was reading the spell text. This guy is going to fly upwards,
Oh no.
because that's something he can do.
And it's 20
And-
foot high, the thing.
Yes,
So he
So
has
he's
to
not going-
use 20 foot of movement to get up.
No, he doesn't.
Yes.
He only has to use 5 foot of upwards movement to get over it because this side here is only 5 foot high because it's a sphere centered at that point on the ground.
yes. Thanks for reminding me, that's a good idea.
You're welcome. I was trying to do that. I want to get a melee combat.
Okay, so this one flies about over here. Can he actually see someone from here?
Here's some
Technically,
authentic.
yes, he can see this guy.
Ah, the music.
It was authentic.
Yeah.
I think that's debatable whether or not he sees Krivkash, so I'm going to have him make his attack with disadvantage. So, launches 2 spines at Krivkash, although he cannot see him too clearly.
Now, the spines have to travel through the aura. Do they take damage?
No. Spines
They're
are
not
not,
creatures.
they're not creatures.
Yeah, fair
Okay,
enough.
Or are they? Oh.
We're not playing Zerg here. Well, no, not Zerg, sorry, Tyranids.
so, due to the disadvantage, it's a 10 and a 20 to hit, so Krivkash, they miss Krivkash and
Oh, sorry.
impact his plate, respectively. Whack.
I am going to do the usual and attack. Oops. This guy.
Give him a good crunch.
Nope, too bad.
Yeah,
This was not a good crunch.
I wouldn't
7
have got.
does not hit.
I wouldn't have gotten a good crunch even without sharpshooter.
Yeah,
Well, you rolled your average roll there with your plus hit, so.
Eh.
Oh wait, that's before the -5.
yeah. He rolled a 5, so that's not fantastic.
A 3 and a 5.
Yeah. Oh well. So he is hard to hit and evades the bolt. Clink.
Alright, Clink starts singing his song of Pokemon, and uses his last charge of Blade Song for the day, which I will just put there, his spam. So that changes him up to the... Oh, I can't see Clink. Oh wait, I'm not on the sleep mode. Maximum side, okay. Then Clink charges 20, 30, 40 feet forward. And we get to go... Stabby!
Nice stab.
Okay, 23 definitely hits.
Then we get to go Stabby!
And it's a silver dagger now, since you did grab
No,
the silver.
This is the triple attack I get to do.
Oh,
This is okay. So you stab him twice.
and we
quick
have a
succession.
shielded short sword for some reason, so I'm going to use that. Oh yes, because of
You-
that pile of loot we grabbed.
yep.
Yeah. Okay, and that's Another 3 damage, which is just enough to finish him off with a quick flurry of stabs.
Finish
You,
him!
Nice.
Take him out of the sky.
What's great is that I don't think that guy was wounded at all. And now
Clink
Clink
is
still has
stepper
10 foot
motor
of
now.
movement. So Clink is going to move 10 foot back towards Darius.
Okay.
And now Clink flexes on the quilled thing over there.
Spined devil, yes. Okay, the next spined devil gets about here. Launches 2 spines at Mac,
Oh, poop.
who manages to easily evade both of them as they impact the ground instead. Kivkash.
So, a target has appeared. And what I turn it on and I mace him in the face. Haha, and I fail. But at least the technical thing worked.
13 hits actually.
I wasn't
So-
even trying.
You smack him with a booming mace
Like,
Yes.
meh.
as he appears around the corner.
Do you smack him hard enough to reduce his altitude?
Possibly a bit. Dino reads character sheets to see what things can do. Okay, so the bearded devil moves to here with his normal movement and then uses a dash, which is 10, 20,
It's
30
actually not
feet.
exactly 5 there because it's not a pyramid, it's a sphere.
yeah, but we
Now calculate how high it is.
assume it's about
It's reasonably easy. It's the same width as height as it is width, half width rather. At that point.
yeah, so worked well enough. Okay, so he entered it on his turn, which means he takes damage.
Yes. There is no save.
Although, wait. Actually, reading the spell text is only if they start their turn in it, not if they just run through it.
Huh?
Any creature
Oh,
that
sure.
starts its turn in the area takes damage. Any creature that ends its turn in the area must succeed on the dexterity saving throw or take damage, but if they just run straight through it, it's just difficult terrain.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. You needed weapon that. Too bad I didn't have it prepared.
Okay, so he runs through it, which takes his action.
Ah, maybe this guy has web.
Probably not, because it's a woman.
Ah.
What does that have to do with it?
It's a different kind of web. It's the kind of web Spider-Man produces on his days off.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So she doesn't have too many spell slots left today, but she walks up to Krivkash, casts a spell on Krivkash, and Krivkash becomes invisible.
What?
Advantage on everything.
That was not worth it.
How do you mean it's not worth it?
He's the tank.
Invisibility, since it's
It's-
regular invisibility,
It's greater invisibility.
well then it was triply not worth it. It was a much higher level. She should have just cast Fireball.
Yes, cast fireball on the
Fireball on
devils.
devils that are in
Preferably
fire.
Snorlax Snowball Swarm, but yes.
Snowball.
I like
Instead of
how
having
this.
Invisible
Performance,
tank.
great.
What's the point
Well,
of
I
having
mean-
a tank if nobody can see it?
Yeah.
Then he can do more damage because he has advantage.
Well,
Yeah,
on
but
he-
he can't tank.
He has
Yeah.
advantage on everything, and everyone has disadvantage to hit him. So
Yes, but they can't see him to attack him.
that
But-
doesn't matter. He's still there.
Does that also give you
They-
advantage on attacks of opportunity?
On every attack you make, yes.
But he
Whoa.
only gets one attack of opportunity a turn, so it's not super worth it.
Quick, haste him.
Yes.
Now,
think-
if she'd done it
I
to
think he's out
Mac,
of spell slot.
or she'd
But Mac
hasted
already,
Mac,
Mac already has permanent advantage.
Yeah.
only if he doesn't move.
I like how the
Why
first
would he
spell we
move?
see her. The first spell that we see her cast disappears Krivkash.
And we don't know that she did that because none of us bothered to arcana it, so he just disappears from our sight.
So all we know is that Krivkash could now be on a different plane of existence.
Yep. She just nuked Krivkash. Murder her.
15, 30 foot. This guy gets about here and then has to stop because he's out of movement. Gisela.
You're lining them up for Clink.
Do I know which of the devils is most dangerous?
Well, you remember that the barbed devil is fairly tough, as is the fairly large devil over here.
The spined one that has booming blade, that doesn't do anything for me, right? Only
No.
for the person that
Uh,
did the booming blade thing.
yeah, that's just if he moves, then he takes damage.
Okay, I'm gonna attack the bearded one.
Okay, can't actually see his AC. Okay, neither of those hit. So, one whizzes past, the other bounces off his little armor he's wearing.
You can't push him back, can you, Giselle?
No, the only thing I have to move him is voluntary movement, and he won't go into the slurp with that.
No.
You would get an attack of opportunity out of it, but he won't go into the slurp.
And it does trigger the booming blade damage if it works. But okay. So the barbed devil takes damage because he starts in the area.
Yes.
So 4 cold damage, which is reduced to half because devils have cold resistance. So he blindly runs out of the sphere and then assumes the nearest target must have caused it, which is conveniently Clink. And then lashes his tail and his 2 claws at Clink, which is a 22, a 24, and a 22 hit.
Jeez.
Not anymore. Or rather,
Okay.
I don't care.
Clink throws up
Shield of
a
Clink.
last second protective shield, and all 3 of his attacks glance of it, which he does not seem to like very much. Lulu moves forward a bit, assuming the rest of you may move a bit. Bearded the devil takes damage.
Yes.
Moves. That's his movement, and that's another 10 feet, and then he has 20 feet of movement left, so goes about here. And another damage.
Yes.
You can push two different things, can't you, Nar?
Yes.
Pushed it into the sphere, clearly.
Gets about here. Lashes out his glaive at Clink.
It has 25 AC.
Doesn't even get close to Clink. Darius.
Alright. This slurp sphere is not as effective as I would have liked.
Well, you wasted several of their actions because they had to dash to get through it, but
Yes. Oh. Okay, my movement is not as responsive as I expected.
next level you get access to a firewall, which is even more fun.
Alright, I'm going to hit this one and this one, respectively.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
First one definitely hits
Yes.
and is presumably
Damn.
yeeted.
Indeed. Yeet.
The other one manages to duck underneath the beam.
To be clear, that was actually Darius saying that in a very sarcastic tone.
It's yeet or be yeeten with Darius.
To yeet or not to yeet, that is never the question.
To
Spine.
yeet or to
Big guy.
yoink.
Spined Devil flies up to Clink, launches two spines in his direction, who both bounce off his dome of force and then flies off again. Mac.
Let's see. Yeah, sure. I'll do the usual. On this guy. He's getting a little too close. And actually, I'm going to use my stinger. First shot goes to him. Let's say second shot goes to him as well.
Sure.
Or it doesn't.
Okay.
And so sneak attack on that first one. Yeah. So damage not the
Okay.
d20.
Yeah. Okay, so fire off two bolts. He manages to dodge one of them. The other one hits. Leaves a fairly nasty wound in his shoulder. Clink.
Alright, Clink is going to murder someone. My shield has disappeared.
Yep.
Stab the guy beside me.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Did you accidentally stab yourself with that?
Okay, you slightly stumble over your feet.
30 foot of movement.
Okay, you
It's okay,
get
I just stab at him while I'm running away.
you get an attack of opportunity by
I
this
don't.
guy. He has reach.
Oh, wait. Oh, reach. Okay.
He does have a glaive which he used to attack you with earlier, so
That's right.
was a bit of a giveaway. However, you managed to run fast enough that the glaive just passes behind you without hitting you.
Next is my booming bladed black steel.
Okay.
Then I move 10 foot around behind him. And stab him with my silver short sword. Oops, without the booming blade.
No, you don't.
Yeah. Nope.
Jesus Christ!
We have had some crappy rolls so far today.
Just rolling out the ones. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
then
wearing
they,
out the ones that don't occur anymore.
If they
Okay.
land, if the dice land hard enough, then that part will become lighter. So they're self-balancing.
Uh-huh. That's definitely how it works.
Definitely how it works, especially
With digital
online.
dice.
Mm-hmm. So, you stab him, miss him, and he's still flying, although not looking terribly healthy. This one being slightly captured by the booming blade. Tries to bite and stab Krivkash instead. First one is a 6 with disadvantage, the second one is a 21 with disadvantage. So Krivkash takes no piercing damage because it was 2 minus 3 is 0. So he tries to stick his fork through your armor, but it does not manage to get through. Krivkash.
So he technically hit me there, right?
Yes.
So, out of
I
curiosity,
use my vengeful assault and smack him in the face.
Sure.
Okay, once per long or short rest. So I smack him once, and I
Okay.
smack him again for my turn.
Okay, the first... Well, in your interest, the first smack already kills him, so you may want to smack something else.
Okay, so I
He
probably
is
smack the
just
one
smack-
next to him.
Well, yeah, clearly.
Okay, so you retaliate by smacking
Oh.
him off your armor, and then give his friend next to him another whack for good measure.
would it have made
5 foot south.
In revenge, I rip off his arm and smack his body with the ripped off arm.
would it
If you
make,
move 5 foot south, you're now threatening both of them in case either of them move.
I was going to
That's an
say,
idea.
wouldn't it be better instead if he grappled him and then just held him inside the hunger of Hadar?
You can just charge and push them forward.
Well, the thing is,
That's
you
an attack
hold them
move.
in there.
You don't want to hold them, you just want them to start their turn on that thing.
Well, the thing is, even
If
if
you're
you,
holding them, they're starting and ending their turn there.
yep,
Only
Yeah.
if they don't defeat you or pull you into the sphere.
Well, for that
They'd
they
have to
to
counter
grapple.
grapple.
Yeah, they have to grapple him first and escape their own grapple, because if you just two of you grapple each other, then neither of you can move.
This seems like an optimal situation.
And the grappling is the same check as shoving, so technically grappling is better as long as you don't need a free hand.
Wait. So if 2 people grappled each other and then they both got pushed independently, neither one would move.
Well, you can't move each other. If you got moved by something else, I'd probably give you a strength saving throw to hold on or something like that.
And then not move.
Do you want to be thrown away? Wait, I hold on to my enemy.
You just give someone a hug during a tornado and you just stay on the ground.
I think
Yeah.
that's counts as one collective push against
Yeah.
both of you.
It's
These things are typically at the beginning of your turn, so
this is the mechanism that powers the immovable rod.
Yes,
it's just 2
inside.
really tiny bugs that have been trained to hug.
Yeah. But they have very high strength, though.
yeah, we just saw those bugs, quantum
Our
entanglement.
That is the kind of a bug, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yes. Anyway, so that's your turn, probably. The bearded devil takes damage.
Yes.
Okay.
See, if you'd put the sphere like right here, then yes, they would all be taking damage on the frequent.
Ah, God.
Except they wouldn't have moved there; they would move
Yeah,
somewhere else.
They would have moved outside the news location.
Quite probably so. So, Bearded Devil runs back out of of it.
Oh, he can move far with starting in the sphere.
I mean, he moved only 20 feet.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
And
it's
he
not that
and he
far.
was
Okay.
he was right at the edge, so
Yeah, it wasn't that far. Okay.
yeah, and looks fairly angry.
Uh-oh.
Lashes his beard and his glaive once each at Darius with a 22 and a 23 to hit.
Ooh.
So unless
yes, I'm going to say no for the Darius one.
they're both on Darius.
Ah,
Yeah.
I thought you said Krivka and Darius. Okay.
No, just Darius.
Okay,
Because-
the lowest one of the two then, because that has the highest chance of.
Okay. 22 minus 4 still hits.
Ah,
Okay, so Darius takes first 9 piercing damage, makes a Constitution saving throw.
I am extremely
Okay.
constitute. I think I regained hit points from that.
Now we know what happened
Seem-
to those 20s.
And then takes another 5 slashing damage and makes another Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Oh, you win some, you lose some. The beard attack doesn't manage to poison you, but the glaive leaves a bleeding wound.
I do not like this.
It seems like a reasonable reaction.
I disapprove greatly. Unfortunately, I already used my Hellish Rebuke for this long rest.
Possibly so. Okay, then your mage friend. His turn comes around. Who will move over here? 15 foot. Uses her spell slot to cast Cone of Cold. Over here. So they have to make a Constitution saving throw. Save Constitution. What's the DC? Okay, 14. So the Barbed Devil and one of the Bearded Devils save, the others two fail and take damage, and the other ones also take damage, but half damage. Okay. So this one looks particularly unhealthy at this point. The other ones have all taken some damage, but are still relatively decently healthy. Well, this one looks, well, not too healthy, but more healthy than his friend here. The Bearded Devil, who is also boomed, retaliates against Krivkash.
No! It dares to touch me!
He tries to, at least. The Beard completely misses you, given that he can't see you, but he swings his glaive in a wide arc and manages to hit you with a 22. Which Gisela cannot counter because she already used it, so you take 6 slashing damage reduced and make a Constitution saving throw.
Come on, be constitute.
Huh. I think I may have disconnected. I'm gonna refresh.
Don't worry, Corn. I think they attacked Krivkash, right?
Yeah.
Come again? Sorry, how much?
Oh, so yeah, so you take 6 slashing damage reduced and make a Constitution saving throw.
Where is the Constitution? Fusion. Probably without the advantage, but
Yeah. Okay, 5. So you also gain a bleeding wound.
Oh man.
Gisela.
Does do healing spells stop the bleeding?
The previous time you encountered these, they did, yes.
Any type of healing or a med kit will at least stop the bleeding, including a potion, I believe.
Any kind of magical healing does, yes.
Okay, cure wounds on Darius.
Okay. You don't have to roll for it, so it's 12.
Yeah, true. That's a very nice.
12 hit points. And Darius indeed loses the bleeding wound, which closes under your curing touch.
Yay.
Okay. More stuff
like-
this one.
I like having only the regulation number of holes in me.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Maybe you just need a regulatory body.
Okay. The Barbed Devil. He's going to throw 2 fireballs in Krivkash's direction. There's his character sheet. Who both miss completely. And then runs after Clink because he's an asshole.
Wait, is because the demon's an asshole or because Clink's the asshole?
Yes.
Both.
Yes. Inclusive, yes. Lulu is probably going to retreat a bit. Because she is kind of out of things he can do today. So the bearded devil decides to ignore the Krivkash, runs forward, lashes his beard and grave at Gisela, both of which are 15 to hit.
I'm gonna inspiration die one of them, and then the other one misses too.
Okay,
Okay, so
and then he has to do the saving throw thing as well.
yes, and this one as well.
Right. So that's dex save, I think. Yes. That is a very impressive 5 and an 8. So he runs up to you, tries to hit you, but both him and his friend are blasted away.
Thanks for the setup.
And this one moves over here and attacks your new friend. Okay, first attack is a 22 to hit, and she has not enough armor to stop that, so she takes 5 piercing damage, makes a Constitution saving throw. Is poisoned. And makes another Constitution saving throw to hold her concentration. Manages to hold her concentration. Seems not terribly happy to be in this situation.
Uh-huh.
So Darius.
You know what's coming.
Do it.
One for you, one for you. I don't know if that actually pinged, but I think you know which ones I'm talking about.
Yeah, the 2 north ones.
Yeah.
Okay, 13. 13 does not hit the barbed devil. 21 definitely hits the bearded devil. So he flies about here, I guess. Takes force damage. Oh, actually, you had this advantage against this one.
Oh.
Because he attacked recklessly.
Okay, I hit both then.
Together.
Okay.
Nice.
Both of them are flung back into the slurp sphere. This spined devil, being boomed by a booming blade, is going to bite and poke Clink. First one is a critical hit.
Oh, jeez.
Second
Wait,
one is a 9.
wait. No, it's not anymore.
A critical hit always hits.
Oh, wait, yes. Okay, then ignore that.
Yeah.
How many of these spell slots do you have?
This is my last one.
Yeah, so he has 4 in a day. So you take 7 slashing damage from his bite.
Okay, that's not so bad.
Well, he's only a small thing after all. Mac.
Let's see. Krivkash is bleeding. Oh crap!
Just the
I'm in
blood
range.
spurting out of some invisible hole.
I'm already within range of this guy. So I can probably use a med kit on Krivkash to stop the bleeding at least, but then it'll put me in range of him too.
Yeah, and that would take a medicine check given the fact that it's not magical healing.
Oh. Well,
I can just do that. You can do more damage than me in a turn.
okay. Between these 2 bearded devils, which ones hurt more?
This one is almost dead.
Okay. Let's see. They're both not going to be coming up soon on the turn order, so... Let me go. I'm going to attack the one that's next to Gisela.
Oh, it's a good thing you had advantage on that one. So yeah, 19 hits. So that's 28. Which brings him from fairly healthy to fairly unhealthy, but still alive. Clink.
Let's see. What am I going to do? Well, clearly, against the ugly one at the top, Booming Blade,
Implying that the other one is not ugly.
missed.
Yeah,
Against the
misses.
less ugly one at the bottom, Regular Blade.
Okay, which hits and brings him to the ground.
50 foot of movement. And then, and then, Shadow Blade. No, not Shadow Blade. Oops, ignore that one.
Yeah.
Silver short sword.
Okay.
I lightly scratch his butt.
Give him a
One.
very faint scratch, and he is slightly closer to death, but still alive. Because he did have more than 1 hit point left.
Okay. And then Clink hides in plain sight.
Okay, Kivkash.
Give me a second, the cat just got herself caught in a toy and I have to...
Okay,
Just as I picked her up, she managed to release herself. Great.
alright. Your turn starts, so you lose 6 hit points from the bleeding.
I don't like that. I really don't like that.
Oh, we lost narwhals. Oh, we regained narwhals.
I think I will just touch myself.
Okay.
For fucking healing damage.
Okay, so you regain... and you lose the status effect.
So, and I lose my last level 1 spell slot. So I think that... I will move here to be maximally in the way. In case
Okay.
he decides to go to Gisela. I think that's my turn for now.
Okay, then the bearded devil takes damage once again.
Yes.
Okay. And runs forward again. Okay, so it's 10 feet of movement. Okay, manages to get back next to Darius
Hello.
and does not seem to like Darius very much.
You want to do it again?
He probably does. Which is first one you manages to catch on your shield, which leaves you open to his glaive attack, which is a 25 to hit. Because he is attacking recklessly again, so unless you want to prevent this some way, which I don't think you can still, you
Nope.
take 14 slashing damage and make a constitution saving throw. Okay. Only the damage then. Okay. Your friend does not like being in this position terribly much. So she is going to use spell slots to Misty Step away. And then use her action to do something to cast Chill Touch at the devil who appeared next to her. Manages to kill him off despite that she can't aim very well at the moment. Alright, and she gets a saving throw against the poison. Manages to throw it off. Okay. Bearded Devil takes damage. Narwhals.
Yes.
Bearded Devil takes damage.
Ah.
Okay.
Nom.
Also runs forward. And also, which actually reminds me, you should have made a Constitution saving throw to keep the spell.
Oh.
Because you took damage. And it's a
Not that it matters
concentration
at this
spell.
point.
Okay, so the sphere poofs, which means he also would not have taken damage.
No. Our crowd
Slurp
control.
sphere.
Which means Darius is no longer as important to hit, and he's going after Krivkar instead.
You know what's great? Clink has killed as many people as the rest of the party put together.
This is actually true.
So Bearded Devil tries to hit Krivkar twice, but does not succeed in doing so.
Whoop whoop.
He also still seems to have the Booming Blade icon, but I have no idea when I put that on. But let's say he takes damage because I forgot. So someone roll me Booming Blade secondary damage.
I think that was mine. And
Okay. Silver was faster apparently.
His is better.
Okay, fair enough. Well, it's only the 10 because the 4 is Booming Blade, but you don't Booming Blade on your Booming Blade.
Why not?
That's
You
an exhibit
dog,
show.
I heard you like Booming Blade, so I put Booming Blade on your Booming
I'm
Blade.
afraid to turn it off before it breaks again.
Fair enough. Okay, Gisela.
Curie Woundsy on Darius.
12.
Ah, yeah, level 2, so it's. I always forget that I
13.
don't have to roll it.
So it's 16 plus 4 is 20.
Ooh. Jesus, that's a lot, Ellie.
Well, I have to be good for something.
That's true.
Okay, indeed your other stuff stops. Okay, any other stuff to do?
No, because if I move, I get 2 attacks of opportunity.
That is a fair point. Barbed Devil sees Clink disappear.
In that vein, do I get attacked by attacks of opportunity when I'm invisible?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
But they're
wait,
with disadvantage.
you mean if you run away?
If I run away and I'm invisible.
That's a good question, which I will look up in a moment.
Because if the answer is yes, I would like Clink to move.
Oh, don't worry, Clink is going to move.
In a
Clink
way,
is going to attack all 3 of the things in a row.
There are
Oh,
4
fair
things.
You do not trigger attacks of opportunity when invisible because you can only take an attack of opportunity against a creature you can see.
Nice.
If we are both in the slurp sphere and then we move away from each other, we also don't get attacks.
Doesn't specifically say only against things you can see.
Yep.
So that means a creature that cannot see but can smell you cannot take attacks of opportunity.
Yeah. Well, most there are. I don't think there are any creatures that can't see that don't have anything like blind sight because blind sight counts as seeing.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's not blind smell.
Yeah.
Smell sight.
But tremor sense doesn't count as seeing, and
Yep.
there are things that have tremor sense that don't see.
Yeah, but tremor sense also counts as sight in the D&D
Oh, Jesus Christ.
language.
Ah,
Hello, Vision.
I think.
you're literally
Anyway.
seeing the vibrations in the ground.
Anyway, so yeah, indeed, Krivkar does not trigger attacks of opportunity at the moment.
Yay.
Clink, however, does. So the Barbed
Until
Devil.
Clink stabs someone.
Yes, indeed. Barbed Devil moves his movement, throws another 2 fireballs at Clink.
Dodgy, dodgy.
First, I roll two critical misses.
Dodgy, dodgy.
So tries to run towards Clink, but stumbles over the corpse of his friends, which causes both of his flaming balls to hit the house next to you instead.
It's now the house on fire.
Lulu is
Now,
fine where she is.
they're not
Bearded.
magical fire, so the fire should be burning on the house now, right?
It's a stone house. The bearded devil turns to the target he can actually see and slashes twice, once with his beard and then his glaive at Clink with a 17 and a 22 to hit. So the 22 hits unless Clink casts shield.
Or Grisella does a thing, because that would be cheaper.
What? How many was it?
22 to
Two.
hit.
Oh yeah, that's
So that works by default.
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Gisela prevents the hit, and also you can blast this one away again if you want
And
to.
this one as well. And I will.
Indeed. Yes, because why would you not?
I have no idea why not.
Indeed. Dexterity saving throw.
What allows you to
Uh,
cast that?
What?
What allows you to cast that?
My magic item that I got at the end of Baldur's
The
Gate.
drum.
Nice.
Yeah. No,
Nice.
it's another drum.
Hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah.
The hurdy-gurdy.
Oh,
Okay.
she's
the-
literally musicking people to their death.
Furiously
That's what
cranking.
bards do.
To be fair, Clink is literally singing to fight better.
Yeah. This one saves, this one does not, so flies away again,
And gets damage again.
takes damage again. Still decently healthy because you haven't really attacked him much directly. This one has deceased, so Darius.
It is an ex-demon.
I going to move to this position and beam both.
That provokes
this
an
one.
attack opportunity.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, so he slashes his glaive at you, which is an 18 to hit. So you take
Just it.
6 slashing damage and make a constitution saving throw. You succeed the constitution saving throw.
Yes. And then blast, as previously discussed, this one.
Okay.
And actually, this
have a
one.
Okay. You have once again advantage against this one.
Okay.
Do both.
Okay. 21 definitely hits.
Actually, if I have advantage on him, I'm gonna throw them both at the same one.
Fair enough.
Okay.
21
And
hits.
21 hits again. So both your beams blast into him, pushing him to about here, I'd say.
If only we still had the slurp sphere.
If only.
Yes, well. Mac.
How damaged does this guy look?
Which one?
The one that used his reaction just above Krivkash.
Healthier than his friend next to him, but not terribly healthy.
And how healthy is the side one over here?
Very healthy because you have basically not attacked him yet.
I'm going to attack the guy who already used his reaction.
Okay.
With all the dice.
Okay. He is no longer alive after your attack hits him. Clink.
Alright, Clink has actions.
He is almost dead.
15. Yeah. I was going to use Clink's signature move on all three of them, but then you guys moved them, and if Krivkash hadn't been standing there, I'd be able to do it. But oh well. Black Steel Boomer.
On the one next to you,
One I can
presumably.
attack.
Okay. Which
Regular-
finishes him off as well.
Regular Black Steel. I think. There we go.
Okay. 20 hits.
And a silver short sword to the eyeball.
22 hits as well. Another small nick.
Oh, my game is going so slow at the moment. Why is that?
Probably because you're playing
There-
Valheim
there
at
we
the
go.
same time.
I'm not actually.
I'm actually surprised.
Lie.
Well, playing video games during the ND is a bit not done, I think.
I heard you like video games. Oh,
use-
sorry. Have to
Well,
have
that-
this one.
That brings me to 45 foot of movement of my 50, and so that's where I end my turn.
I have to
What if you
mention.
play D&D in video game? Wait, that's what we're doing already.
No. Technically, it's not. This is not a video game. This is a utility. But that's what the idea behind Neverwinter Nights was. The GM mode of the multiplayer could be done like this.
So
I should
Yeah.
find those discs.
fun story.
No.
When I had my internet cafe, there was this one guy who was always trying to play more than one video game at once. He called us over one time, and he's complaining about how slow his computer's running. We go over. He's playing Civ 5. This was like a year after Civ 5 came out, so still kind of pretty intensive. It's like, well, what else are you doing? He alt tabs. He's apparently playing Civ 5, League of Legends. He's playing TF2 and Homeworld all at the same time.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
How?
Okay.
And he was apparently had a bad case of ADHD or something.
Okay, yes. And then he's surprised that it doesn't work.
Of course, people are idiots. That is the defining feature of people.
That's true. Oh well. Kivkash.
So, I will forward to the big one
Can you reach
and
him?
Yes, that's 30 foot of movement.
25 actually, and smack him in the face.
No, it's 30 foot of movement.
Pushed.
Either way, I
Okay.
think he does have that much movement.
Yeah.
25 definitely hits, so you smack him with a booming mace. He doesn't like too much, so he retaliates in an angry way, which makes his disadvantage rolls normal rolls. First one is 24 to hit, and second one completely misses. So you take a reduced 2 piercing damage and make a Constitution saving throw.
Come on. I don't like to have to roll against poison every fucking time. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. It be like that sometimes.
Jeez.
Okay, your friend, who is now mostly out of spell slots, casts Chill Touch on the devil. And hits it for 14 necrotic damage. This one is dead. Gisela.
Put the fly on the one that always throws fireballs at us. And I'm going to stand behind everyone.
Okay, 23 hits, so you blast him with your butterfly beam. Still seems relatively unfazed. Rushes forward.
That's a corpse. Oh wait, no, it's not.
Nope.
Ignore me.
It's not.
I just saw the corpse move.
Not yet.
Not yet, and then lashes his tail and 2 claws at Clink, who manages to dodge quickly to the left, right, and the left again. Lulu moves a bit backwards.
What do
This
you want
one
me
is
to do?
also
Ken?
dead. Darius.
Yes.
Here you go.
I think I will just blast that one.
Okay.
And push him back. Because it's funny.
Okay. Blast him with both the beams and push him into the house nearly. Back.
How damaged is the one next to Krivkash?
Decently hurt at this point.
Okay. Actually, I don't think I can see him. Yeah, I can't. I'll attack the one I can see.
Okay.
He dead.
Okay. Let's see.
He dead.
Probably yes.
Oh my god. I think that's a new high score for me.
I think so too.
Dead.
However, he's still alive.
What?
Yeah, well, you didn't hit him much before, so he still had quite a lot of hit points
How
left.
dare he have more than 52 hit points?
Yeah, I know, right?
However, he definitely did not like that. But yes,
Oh
I
man,
think
we
that's
really should be getting these splatters every time we do a hit. Which would mean that Clink generates 3 often.
Yeah, that's a bit too much busy work for me. If you
Fair
would be able to automate it, that would be fun, but...
Or give them
Clink.
opacity.
That was more damage than when I used the ballista and got the crit.
20 foot of movement, stab, stab, stab. One with a booming blade.
Okay, the first one misses. Second one hits and is enough to finish him off.
Oh. Well, I can stab his corpse because I'm not running another the rest of the way.
Okay,
I can only get 30 foot further.
Stop! He's already dead!
And then I use the rest of my movement to go there. Now, you see, I've lined up behind the invisible guy, so he's going to try to attack me through the invisible guy.
Throw one of your daggers. Throw one of your daggers.
He knows the invisible guy is there.
yeah, Krivkash is not hidden, so he knows he's there. He's just invisible. Krivkash.
I'm not hidden, I'm just invisible.
D&D! You can't see me, but you know where I am anyway.
Well, I mean, you're still a large guy with clinking plate mail who makes the noise of a pan hitting the ground every time you make a step, so...
Clunk, clunk, clunk. Roll for stealth. Roll for stealth.
I would have advantage on that, I think. No?
Actually, do you get advantage
no.
on stealth if you're already invisible?
No, invisibility means you just can hide wherever you are, even in plain sight.
So like you're playing Elder Scrolls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
It's like the chameleon spell at 100.
Chameleon
you're not
100 is
crouching,
best.
While you're not crouching, they can still attack you. But the moment you
So-
crouch, they can't see you.
It's punch him in the face.
Okay. It's a solid punch. He's still standing, but barely.
And
Oh,
I move out of the way.
And now you should use your bonus action to stealth or something.
To hide. Hide.
I can't
yeah. He doesn't have 2 levels in Rogue, sadly. It would be funny, but...
You should gain
rogue.
2 levels in rogue.
Okay, so the other guy rushes forward, misses Krivkash. Attacks Clink instead.
Booms, he explodes.
And
He
boom,
has a booming
indeed
blade on
boom.
him.
Alright. Okay. So roll the booming blade damage. Takes booming blade damage and just bursts apart halfway the run towards Clink.
Clink knows how to encourage death.
Now I have become the bringer of death.
Okay, I think that was the last one.
Yes, it was. I think Clink did pretty well for that combat. The only spell he used was a shield.
I cast Shank.
Yep. Well, he also used his blade song, which so now he's out of that.
Yeah. So, in the meantime, the demons and Minotaurs also round up their side of the fight, as you can see in the comical fight cloud. And then come back at you to proceed back towards where you were going. Cliffcash also becomes visible again because the spell only lasts a minute.
No.
Oh, I've totally misread the extra attack on Clink. It works even when he's not blade singing.
What?
Yeah, the extra attack is a general feature.
Neat.
Blade Song is just extra AC and extra saving throw stuff.
And extra movement.
Yes, right. So, back to the map. Any particular route you want to take?
The one with fewer monsters.
Yes.
Back over the bridge we've already cleared out.
No, we have to go to the south first.
You're going.
Oh, right.
uh,
Can we go
just-
through the market?
No, because we have a bunch of demons with us.
That was the joke.
So, I presume you want to go by the left or the right or something.
Just like this.
Can't actually see where this is.
I
there's
just drew a
At the
black
bar.
line over the map.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
I can
Okay.
see it very easily because it's the only high res part.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. So that seems to have been the bulk of the devils nearby, because the rest of your journey over here mostly goes uninterrupted. About here you encounter what seems to be a Hell Rider or two who are bringing food around the houses in the vicinity.
It's okay. They're not devils. They're demons.
They're with
Is
us.
that better?
Well, they
Yes?
won't attack us as long as we're in hell, so that's good.
They seem slightly not entirely sure if they should believe you, so make a persuasion check.
Of course.
They seem completely assured by your conviction that they are in fact safe. But however, still leave the street and apparently plan on coming back later when there are no demons around.
They only trust you, Zala.
Yeah. Well, she makes the good life decisions.
Well, it's logical that Mac doesn't roll high because he didn't actually say anything.
The only one I was able to persuade was myself.
Oh, that's important.
Even that
too.
is unlikely, actually.
Yeah, I couldn't even persuade myself.
Okay. You make the rest of the trip uninterrupted, although the people holding guard over here also look at you strangely as you walk past.
I do some acrobatics as we go past.
They
Okay.
look
And
at
I
you
shout,
doubly
hey,
strangely.
good afternoon! We're
They,
just passing by.
They look even more confused as you do your whatever it is you're doing.
Mac tries to
Circus tricks.
persuade himself again. He's at least somewhat convinced that he's okay.
He is a lumberjack and he's okay.
He's trying to psych himself up.
Okay. So you get to the dock entrance a bit before you actually, well, like let's say the street before, Korowak turns to you and says, well, you've done as we agreed, so here is the payment I promised. And he hands you something I have to look up in the list somewhere.
Hamburger.
Well, if you rather want the hamburger, he can give you a hamburger, but
Why not
Magic
both?
unending hamburger.
so he gives you a bag which seems to contain several
Hamburger
things.
split.
Several things which appears to be some money, gems, and a silver chalice, and he also hands you a sheathed sword, which seems to be some sort of magical.
Wait, short sword.
Yes, that's would.
Where is
be what I-
Krat when we need an orc?
Quake immediately swaps out his silver sword for the magic sword, regardless of what it is.
Yes.
Magic sword of diarrhea.
You can
Okay.
find
Quake
out.
would be
what
okay
it's
with
on-
that. It can cause people diarrhea.
I think you can find out on a short rest what it does exactly.
Yes.
Yeah,
Our
or
souls
whatever.
have died of dysentery.
Oh. Okay.
Sword of
And
dysentery, that'd be good.
I'm going
It's a
to
really
paste,
shitty sword.
paste the other treasure in chat so you can add it to the
I'm
stuff.
keeping track.
And he mentions he found the short on some people with devil masks who attacked him and his friends, who he then, of course, killed and took their stuff.
And can you tell
Fair
me
enough.
where exactly that was that you met them? Because we're actually kind of half looking for them as well.
He looks at your map.
Yes, we obviously have a map of Elturel with us.
You actually do, because I think you took one from Candlekeep.
Yes,
did.
We do have this map. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Clink stole a book from Candlekeep. A book of map.
Yes, you do
Oh,
know where we are.
Kaywin!
That would have been
That
about
sounds like a
here.
concerning.
Okay, I think we should let's
Silver?
He
We're
may
going
have two half babies now.
We're
Do,
going to wait until
Sorry,
so.
the baby's just poured a whole bunch of water all over the floor. What's going on?
do you need a few moments there, Silver?
Yes, but I can still talk while I do this.
I was going to say we
Oh.
could take a quick bio break.
That's a good idea.
yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's take a few.
Yes, Kaywin, you've soaked your cookie in water.
Waterlogged cookie.
She's
Doesn't
poured
sound
enough
very
water
tasty.
onto the floor to make it fucking saturated down here. And waterlogged a cookie, yes. The same kind of cookie that she spent earlier tearing apart into little pieces and spreading all over the floor.
Carpet? Wood?
Carpet.
Ooh.
If it was wood, I wouldn't give a shit. If it was wood, she could play with as much water as she wanted. Because wood's nice and treated like that. You leave that alone, Kaywin. Yeah, you've
Roll her
stickers
up.
on there and you've soaked your stickers now, so you're not going to be able to play with them.
roll her up in a few towels and then roll her around on the carpet.
Well, I have to actually stamp onto the towel to get anything out of the carpet, so that'd be bad. Yeah, I can't wash your stickers, Kevin. They're wet. I can't wash them. And now she's washing her stickers on the table that is wet because she wants them to be less wet.
My nemesis, the consequences of my actions.
I need to add that to Clink's character sheet. That is Clink's new nemesis. The consequences of his own actions. Oh, that's fucking great. I'm gonna use that line in one of my fanfic bits at some point.
Silver, did you read the message I wrote earlier in the chat?
Possibly, possibly not. What was it?
I've told you to tell your wife that Kevin should be doing something while she's trying to help.
No.
Just give her some
Not
bullshit
after she's just made a mess. We actually do that often, but no. She needs to be supervised if she's doing something to help. Otherwise, she makes it worse. 100% universal fact of life.
No, just give her something to do and tell her that it's helping. It doesn't have to be anything useful.
You would think so. But even when it's nothing useful, like moving money from a box to another box, it still causes more mess. Because 2-year-olds, man. It doesn't matter how much you think you're giving them, in the way of leeway, there's always underestimating how much mess they can make.
Let's see how that works. That didn't make anything better, that only made things worse.
Yay for making a bigger mess by cleaning up your small mess.
That is pretty much how toddlers work.
Use the constant 2.5.
Well, now that we identified the problem, with the next patch we can try to solve it.
Wait, what do you mean?
Sorry, fell flat. Very flat.
Your bad jokes aren't appreciated here. See, that fell less flat, and I don't even make good jokes. You know this.
Yeah. Some of
Which means
us
that your
have
joke
to
is
put
particularly
effort
shit.
into it. Some of us have to put effort into it, and for you it's just natural.
Being shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Good. Well, let's boil another coffee.
I think we're all back.
I will be as soon as I finish boiling another coffee.
Okay, so,
But you can probably start without me looking at my screen.
not if you're going to identify the blade.
Oh yes, well, I imagine my identify during a short rest.
Yeah, so you're probably going to talk to the people in the camp first,
Yes,
or at least Korowak is going to, and you probably want to listen in because you're curious people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think after that we can go to the market for a short rest. It's reasonably close, so it seems like a safe place for.
I think if we go there, we should end the day and have a long rest because I've got 2 spell slots left, one level 1 and one level 2.
Well, yes, you're using it every chance you get.
I am not actually. I'm only using it when we need chances. To be fair, the counter spells maybe a bit superfluous, but we did get the kills.
We
And murdering
also
things is more important than your manners.
haven't really used much healing, so we could always go back to the old method of let Clink die and just kind of heal him up each time.
That's true, that's effective.
I don't have any more healing lights.
Oh,
Yeah.
the main thing is Clink
I,
doesn't have any more magical sing-song.
I have cure wounds and healing words,
And I think Krivkash still
and
has.
oral vitality, which heals crazy a lot of the stuff. It's a 3rd level healing spell, so it does a lot.
So I guess what she's saying is we need to face tank a little more.
Preferably with Clink's face.
Well, Clink is now only at 17 AC for the rest of the day because he is out of sing-song, so...
You have some cantrips, don't you?
Yes, but they're not useful for defending myself. I was more meaning he's out of sing-song, so he literally can't use his +3 AC he gets.
You can still fire from a distance.
Yes, but they're pretty shit.
Well, with enough of us going pew pew pew, I think we're okay.
Against small things, not against bosses. If we get in another boss fight, we're fucked.
No, we're not. We're surviving.
We kind of are. We've used a slurp sphere. We've used all of my counter spells.
We still have hypnotic pattern.
Slurp spheres come back on a short rest.
Also,
Ah, if you're
not everyone is Clink.
Okay. So, as you
Actually, I wonder, should we be leading the party, or is it like for
What?
getting the demons on our side, the big camp of demons?
I
Be like,
would-
hey, yeah, we brought friends and also a head.
Well, our friend is already going to talk to them, so we can just first listen in and then do our own talking.
Yeah, so Korobak walks up to the barricade with his large group, which is conveniently not pictured. Actually, let me just copy them because it's fun.
It would just fill up the entire side of the moat. Hey, we could use our push and push them into the moat. Because pushing demons into a moat is a good idea.
Yes,
Well, the
it
reason
is.
why you want so many long rests is maybe because you're bringing yourself into danger in this way.
Oh, God.
So,
I wasn't the one who wanted to help the demons and get us into another fight.
Exactly, helping
I
the
wasn't
demons
the one
is giving
who
us advantage.
I wasn't the one who wanted to help the people trapped underground and get us into a boss fight. I wanted to go to the wizard tower and steal the wizard's underpants.
And also get into a boss fight.
Well, there probably may have been a boss there, but I doubt it. I think there was
the
only 2 of those that were boss fights.
on the other hand, you did get a short sword, so...
Yes, I did get a magic sword. And a
So,
silvered one.
Korowak walks up to the barricade, and the gnolls at the other side more or less growl at him like, "What are you doing here?" And Korowak says, "Well, let us in, we're coming to look how well you're doing." And the gnolls argue a bit and go fetch their leader, who has a name which I
Todd.
have mentioned
His name is
before.
Todd.
Which
His
I
name
am
is
going
Todd.
to. It was definitely not Todd because it was actually a woman.
Howard?
But
Although
it's
it's
Todd and
not like you
Marowak.
can. Although it's not like you can tell.
Their name is Todd.
Leah Chandra, right? I should give her a name card that's actually visible. There we go.
It is not actually visible, or not for us.
Isn't it?
No.
No.
Should be.
No.
Just move it or move the icon a bit. Maybe it appears then.
Okay. Weird. Never. Anyway, doesn't matter all that much. So Leosandra growls at him. What are you doing here? And
He's
Korowek
broken.
says that Baphomet also wants to see how well you are doing here, because it seems the city is still intact and not either away from here or destroyed yet. And Leosandra says, well, we are looking into what to do, but your friends over there said they know a way to get rid of the city, which seemed to be a better way than killing everyone in it, or at least less work. And then she looks expectantly at you and says, well, how's that going?
Well, we fetched you the the devil head you wanted. I throw her the greater devil head.
Okay,
Can
she
you throw that
looks
far?
probably
Can you
not,
try?
but
I throw it a little bit further, and it doesn't get too far.
I help
Okay.
the Eldritch Blast. I figure
it would be humorous if it flung into the lava river instead, but
it's fireproof.
that's
It's a
true.
devil's head.
That's true, but everyone here isn't. So
Are demons not fireproof?
no, they have resistance, but not immunity.
Okay.
Yeah, devils are a step up from demons.
Not quite,
Fire
but
safe.
devils don't live in a plane that's filled with lava, and in many places, demons don't. I mean.
Later, honey.
So she picks it up and looks at it in an appreciative way, and says, well, you definitely can defend yourself, although this one is still a lot easier to take on than Zariel.
It's true, but that's why we want your help. Who disappeared? Oh, it's Tal. Okay.
Oh, just how?
I didn't actually notice Tal was listening.
Yeah, he was in.
Okay. So, what's your plan for stopping her then?
We want to find the half of the contract that.
Oh yeah, yes, I remember that. But do you have any plans to do so? Because you said you wanted our help, but what do you want our help with?
Murdering devils.
Murdering devils? Yes, that would be a good plan.
Okay, which devils where?
All of them, everywhere.
We could also use some help in locating this contract, in fact. Because we don't actually know where it is. I suppose Sariel has it. That would be logical. So if you could find out where she is.
Probably somewhere in the actual hell, but we have been ordered to stay in the city, so...
Okay, in that case, you can help us by cleaning as much devils out of the city as you can.
Well, that's definitely something we can do. Something we were already doing, but...
And also
Okay.
bring some foods to the people who need it.
she looks at you vaguely confusedly. Why do you think we have food they want to eat?
Well, food that they can eat, of course.
Just if you happen to run across it.
Yeah, if you find
Okay.
human foods, just hand it over to
I
humans.
suppose if you cook some devil flesh, it might be tasty.
Spicy
if it turns
hamburger.
out that cooked devil flesh is tasty, definitely tell Clink. He's very interested in that kind of thing.
Even if it's not tasty, tell him anyways.
Someone give me a religion check.
Our religious leader is no
To
longer
see
with
if
us.
devil flesh is poisonous, probably.
Okay.
Trust the religious guy.
Everyone else thinks it tastes like a good idea.
Okay. Krivkash remembers that demons do not strictly need to eat, and that whatever gnolls eat, you probably don't want to eat.
Oh, sweet, no competition.
Because they are They are, as they look like their hyena cousins, they are also scavengers, so they eat things that are already rotting.
Actually, scavengers
Like your
don't
mum.
eat rotting things.
Yeah, that's quite true. They don't.
Well, okay,
But they do eat roadkill.
things that most people would probably not want to eat.
Did we
If
get,
you're starving in the desert and you see some vultures eating a corpse, that corpse is fine.
But also, so are the vultures.
That too, but they fly.
Yes, but they're busy eating. You can use a rock and brain one of them. And then you'll have vulture skin.
Fried chicken. I bet it tastes like chicken. Great, now I want chicken.
from the tasks we got from Ontar, was there one that was just destroy a lot of devils, please, for us?
Well, there was the large fortress, which is the current headquarters of the devils in Elturel, which was the previous headquarters of the Alturian Knights. What's their name again? The High
ask
Knights.
their help for that. You know, we have there's a headquarters of the devils that we want help clearing out.
That sounds like fun. And where is it?
I point at the location at the map.
Okay, you probably want to actually see the map as well. This is all over here.
It's all the way at the other side of the city.
You know, kind of back where we came.
Yeah, well,
Right.
you're currently here and you're planning to go all the way over here, so
Can you ping the other place
Yeah.
again?
Well, this was the wizard tower where you wanted to go.
That's right.
This is where the devils are. This is the place you found on the map yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Well, not yesterday, last week.
We could ask for help tomorrow or something. Doesn't have to be immediately.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. What time is it right now?
Probably early afternoon, so like 1 or 2 in the afternoon.
So still not. It's such a long distance.
Well, if you're not sure yet what you want our help with, she hands you one small object, which I don't think I have a handout for, but
Something
it's,
to communicate with, probably.
it's one sending stone, and she has the other one.
Okay, that's good. That we don't have to come all the way over here if we.
It's a walkie-talkie.
It's one use a day walkie-talkie, basically.
I'd say we can use that to get them to the Devil's headquarters the moment we're going to do that.
Wait, is it one send or is it one conversation or is it what's the deal?
One message and one response. So it's basically lets you cast sending once a day, I think it does.
Okay.
Let me look it
Okay,
up.
so I already tell them now about the headquarters thing, so we don't have to stuff that in one message.
Yeah, so they come in pairs. You can touch one stone, use an action to cast sending, and the other creature that is holding the other stone.
Standing
Can
is
hear
25 words, by the way.
Which language?
Any language.
English.
Any language, but in this case in English, and the creature can respond in the, with as many words, and it works anywhere. But if you use it to communicate with a different plane, there's a 5% chance that the answer does not arrive.
Any language.
But we are
Any
in the same
language.
thing.
Yes, so you can say a lot more in German.
So, what about sign language?
Sign language is the number of signs is a word, and one sign is a word.
Yes, although the creature hears the message in its mind, which makes it a bit more tricky, I guess.
Maybe he sees it in his mind, and he just sees a
Possibly.
stick figure with fingers signing things.
Possibly so.
Sounds
Can we use
concerning.
1024-bit extra long words?
A
Does
long word.
We should
Yeah,
use
exactly.
Finnish. Finnish, that has long words.
Okay.
Communicate entirely in Welsh town names.
No, you want Maori place names, which is the longest place name in the world.
I don't actually think we will need all 25 words to tell them, hey, come to the headquarters that we discussed earlier.
No, just tell them party at headquarters.
Yeah, something like that will do the trick.
What about Pictionary type words? Like, if we imagine a location, does that work the equivalent of like an address? And how many frames are we talking about?
Well, a picture is more than 1,000 words. So I
Damn,
guess
you're right.
1/14 of a frame or something like that.
I guess we need better compression.
Probably. Anyway,
Give them a code book with
So-
25-word long addresses.
so
It
she
is a very
gives
large code book.
you that and begrudgingly lets Korowak and his followers enter the dock.
Okay, bye.
Nice meeting you.
And then you
Again.
apparently say goodbye.
And
So-
Clink then has a short rest and he casts Identify as a ritual to
We
identify.
first go
medical
to the
equipment.
markets to have a
Are you
safe
going
place.
to have a short rest just in the middle of the street?
Let's go
We're
to the
going
market.
first to the market and then have
The
the
market's like just 5 foot up the street.
Yeah,
so it doesn't
exactly.
really
So
matter.
let's go there.
Okay. So you head to the market where you are let in because they recognize you from the time
And,
before.
Our new friend wanted to go there too, so. I
Okay.
guess.
Yeah,
Or
seems
not, or
like a
did she
safe
want-
place.
Did she want to go to the high hall? It's also possible.
She doesn't really mind anywhere. That's safe is fine for her. So she thanks you and goes find a place to stay.
Okay. And then we can short rest, I guess.
Okay. So
I do
I
actually have a
think
spell slot this time.
yeah. So Darius has a spell slot which he can use on someone if you want to.
I am only 4 hit points below my maximum, so I don't particularly need. Oh, I'm going to turn off the dishwasher.
Yeah. So
Anybody need a 3rd level cure wounds?
the
Yes.
Clink currently
has
is missing
10
10 hit points. No, you're 10 short.
Well, that's what I meant, but I'm brain dead. I haven't had my second coffee yet. It's sitting right here. I should drink it.
Since we're in the market, can we actually sell stuff or...
I think it's fairly unlikely that people have money that they are willing to pay.
Yeah, that's
at
why I
the
was
moment.
curious. Okay. No worries. No worries.
I think I just gave you almost as many hit points as you ever have.
Okay, so Clink is back up to full. Which means everyone is below half health, so Krivkash can't.
Everyone
And
is
could-
above half health.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So
I just did a
Whoever-
Clink. He
whoever
needs more
wants,
coffee.
whoever wants to use a hit die can do so as well. And
I
you
wish
can.
the hit dice had a highlight to tell you what they actually calculated.
In your
Plus
case,
con?
well, yeah, it's your hit die plus your Constitution modifiers.
Yeah, mine is between bracket, but it's too small. I can't actually see its value.
If you hover over it when you roll it, it shows you quite easily.
Yeah, but then I have to roll it already.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so it's just your hit die and then your Constitution modifier. So in your case, it's 8 plus 2 plus 6
Yeah.
from
In
the sum
Clink's
of
case,
rest.
it's 1d6.
Okay. can also reset your short rest resources and stuff, and Clink is identifying the short sword. Which I
Wait,
have.
swords plural.
Short sword. Pronunciation is complicated.
Hey, that's Hellfire. Hey, that's good for stabbing contracts.
It is?
Yes.
Ignores
that's
resistance
awesome.
to fire. So this is good against demons, but not against devils.
No, yeah.
Yes.
Resistance, yes. Oh no, yeah. Resistance, but not immunity. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, you can use it to take additional 1d6 fire damage. Does that mean the person wielding
No.
it takes the damage?
No, when you hit a creature, you can cause it, being the creature, to take an additional 1d6 fire damage.
Okay, so I have a silver short sword that can go back into the party loot.
Okay.
So,
I'll delete it
if
from
it
my list.
ignores resistance to fire, does this resistance become? Ah, yeah, it becomes. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I switched it around. Okay, it's okay.
Well, you could also use the silver short sword in one hand and the hellfire in another hand.
But then, what about his black steel dagger?
Third hand. Wait, what? Just hold it in the hand that manages his inventory.
Mage hand.
Which
Yeah.
one do you want to? Which two do you want to have, Clink, or are you going to hold on to all three?
Well, I have my dagger in one hand and the short sword in the other. The magic short sword.
Okay,
The
so
silver short sword goes back to party loot, like I said.
okay, putting that back. Okay, so I'm assuming that the Dino, you're going to add the Hellfire sword to Clink's inventory.
Yeah, that would
Okay.
be logical, unless someone wants to steal it from him, but I assume not.
Okay, adding it back to party loot.
Yeah, well, the silver short sword was part of the not specified heap of weapons you dumped in your bag of holding, which is now clinking and clattering nicely.
I take it you're no longer going to be using the silvered ritual dagger either.
Correct. That is no longer in my inventory.
Okay, just catching up.
I do have 7 regular daggers, though.
Yeah, and our party loot also has 14 daggers.
I have also 9 uncooked fingers left.
I guess you could say those are finger foods.
Yes.
Can you cook them on the fire sword?
I would have to hit them with the fire sword. But
Hit
that
them
looks
like
good for damage, so that's good.
Hit them with the flat like a baseball bat, but straight up, and then pop them directly into your mouth.
Would they pop like popcorn?
I don't know. 1d6 fire damage is a lot for a finger.
Now, is that enough to cook it, or is that enough to completely incinerate it?
How hard
Both.
do you have to slap a chicken to cook it?
How many times do you have to slap a chicken to cook it?
A lot.
Is that live stream still going on?
What?
Did they actually cook the chicken?
Probably not.
What?
Oh, someone was slapping a piece of chicken.
I don't want to watch someone
with the
beat their
intent.
meat.
That is the joke.
Okay. So, having taken your short rest, although I see Mac hasn't refilled his scatter shot.
Oh, I did. I just didn't select off of it.
Oh, okay.
Since we're in the town, I can refill ammo as well, right?
You can probably borrow some bolts here, yes.
Okay, I won't worry about it yet. I still have 79.
That's probably sufficient for now. So,
Well, I'm
What's
really
next?
annoyed that I can't actually drag the items around in the lists in Roll20.
You can.
You can. You just can't have it popped out to do it.
You
have-
have
okay.
to. You
Yeah.
have to click the lock button on the bottom, and then
I
you
know,
can
I know, I
drag
know,
them
I
around.
know that, but obviously it
I've-
didn't work. when
Ah,
I popped
right.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bug where if you have it popped
okay.
out, it won't let you. So,
So,
I guess
what's your plan after this?
There was a mention of maybe a secret tunnel in the pair of back enters, so I suppose we go back through there, check if it's there, and if it's not, we just go back through one of the bridges towards the other side of town.
So, which specific location do you want to go to?
First to pair of black antlers, and then check the cellar for the other secrets we might have discovered.
Mm-hmm.
Mac
and-
will travel along the rooftops to keep an eye out.
I like that. I just thunder piercing and fire damage all at once.
Can you do booming blade with it?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's why I can do the thunder on top.
Yep.
And I can only do it once per turn, but that's okay. I only use that as my offhand attack.
The Hellfire short sword as your offhand.
Yep.
So you're taking the weapon that does more damage, and you're only using it once instead of twice.
Yes.
Tick, 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 tick. Yes.
Okay. You do you.
I can hear the hard disk seek noises going.
Can you also hear the changes to the setup just quietly happening in the background?
Well, you do you. Anyway, so you want to go here, and then you want to go where exactly?
We might as well
He's-
get to the Keep of Twin Suns since we haven't yet, and it's closest. But I don't know. There's probably big bads in there.
No, that's where I put it on here because that's where your wizard friend said she was from before she got stuck in the pair of black antlers. So there's a handful of people there, and she slept there, so it's relatively safe.
Okay, but I don't feel we have anything to do there.
We can check it out. I mean, if there's more people, we can have more party members.
Well,
That's
I don't
true.
more put it on there in case you want to go to safe place for whatever reason, and you know where it is now. So
Well, either way, let's. Gisela has the best idea so far. So, pair of black antlers.
okay, so having done your short rest, you leave the market again. People are slightly surprised to see you leave so fast after you arrived, but
Things to do, demons to kill.
they
Devils to kill.
say they will tell Duncan and Oriana, I think you encountered here before, that you came by and that you were doing fine, because they're currently out.
Good.
Okay. So,
Following the main roads.
following the main road, you head back towards the pair of black antlers. And when you get around here, you hear slightly unsettling groans coming from one of the side streets, and Mac from his rooftop can see that there seems to be some sort of unhealthy looking people who might quite possibly be undead are banging onto the doors and windows of nearby houses.
I convey
have-
it to Krivkash with mouthing necromancy.
Necromancy!
They have at the moment not noticed you yet, but they will probably very soon as you round the corner. I'm going to find the actual map.
Tense typing.
Oh, yeah, I'm just talking to other people.
Yeah.
Thinking.
Other people are worthy of your attention while we are playing D&D. How dare you?
I talk to a lot of people.
Yes, I was joking anyway. As long as you're still paying attention, but... So,
I'll never pay attention, but that's okay.
the normal amount of attention.
Like, that's about right, yeah. Oh, have we gone so long as my armor is to fall off, or are we just not multi-sided yet?
No, your armor is staying until 6 in the evening, and it's currently about 2 in the afternoon.
Cool.
So with this patrol or these undead, they're not moving. They're just kind of banging on the doors. So they're just more stationary than moving, right?
At the moment, yeah. And you notice one of them... yeah, so you can probably see here, so I'll put your icon about here, but...
Okay.
It's a fairly large pack of them, and one of them seems a bit more... seems slightly more intelligent and is also wearing leather armor, unlike his friends.
Let's stealth and sneak up to him.
Wait, what?
Okay.
I mean, we might be able to get a surprise round on him.
Okay, so...
Or we can try and avoid him. Damn!
Clink knows how to fucking stealth, you know this.
Considering the lower scores you... Well, don't worry, Mac doesn't. But even when he rolls a 3, he still gets a 13.
Okay, but everyone else is staying here, and Clink is going forward. The sneak attack.
Okay, what's their passive perception? Okay.
Does Lulu need to roll a stealth check?
Yeah, she rolled a 7. So, in this case, that means that if you intend to attack, everyone who rolled above 10 gets a surprise round.
Yay,
Which is everyone except Gisela and Darius.
That's fine
So-
for me.
Okay.
Do you want to attack them or do something else?
Let's see, attack them.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Attack.
Vote with your initiative.
No.
Mac is still on top of the building. Oh, I can't drag him on top of the building.
Yeah, well, so you can put yourself next to it and say you're on it because the walls of the lighting are there.
Gotcha. So, yeah, I'm on the roof.
Yeah, well, I can't put you inside because you can see what the others see anyway, but you can see the completely empty building, which I did not put anything in because you don't need it.
Surprised you didn't just draw a roof then.
I just copy, well, these buildings are pre-made things.
Oh,
so
gotcha. Okay.
just drag and drop.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, so yeah, I'm on the roof.
Okay. So need some fighty music. Roll initiative for Lulu. So everyone except Darius and Gisela get and except Lulu gets a surprise round. So Darius doesn't.
You.
Cool doesn't. School doesn't. School doesn't. Cost doesn't. Gisela. Oh right. I
No.
should also.
Oh, and also
No,
not
also
me.
not.
Oh wait, Clink hasn't rolled. Sorry, I brain dead.
Ah, no worries.
Okay.
Clink would have gone
Clink
first.
critical twice in a row. Okay.
Okay.
Clink has no more song left, so all I could do was 20, 30, 40. I'm gonna aim at the big bastard, and he is going to take. What? Can I have a peek at his his resistance to fire with any of my skill set, like my nature or magic or religion skill sets?
Give me your religion check. You have not heard of many undead being resistant to fire, but you're not sure about this specific one.
Fuck it. What?
Scorching Ray is 3 rays, I think.
Oh,
And
Fire.
yes,
Alright,
that's 3
then.
rays.
okay, first and the second one go wide. The last one hits him for 6 fire damage, which seems to work just fine.
I hit him for 6. Haha. I'm playing cricket.
Incidentally, we have handouts for your Pokédex.
He's the ghoul.
And he's
Oh,
aghast.
God.
Aghast!
He looks not terribly aghast, actually. Seems to be enjoying himself.
Alright, so
The
that's
ghoul looks more amused.
Clink's turn, then Mac.
Okay, did it look like the fire attack did full damage? Or...
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the question. You guys want to have some fun?
Yes.
Okay.
Fireball.
I do, actually. So,
Right there.
I'm going to creep up to the side and toss my flask of Alchemist's Fire.
Oh, that's only like a 5-foot square, you know that, right?
It's 20 foot. Or wait,
Wait, what?
That's the range you can throw it, not the
Oh.
explosion.
Oh.
It's one creature against one creature,
Oh, never mind then. Damn.
but you can do it as a bonus action.
Yeah, since I was stealthing, do I need to hide if I want to sneak attack?
No, you're a stealth.
Okay.
You are stealth. Clink did not get advantage because he ran into straight view before he attacked.
So which one did you attack, Clink? Which 3? Or which ones took
The middle
damage?
one, just
Okay.
the center one. You hit him with 6.
Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and use my scatter shot. I'm going to attack this one and this one.
Okay.
That's the first one.
Hits.
And that's the second one.
Also hits.
And I will sneak attack the first one.
Okay. First one is hit in the head from above. Does not get up again. The second one is very wounded but still standing. So, okay, that's your turn probably. Okay. Lulu is surprised. Ghoul, Kivkash.
How far am I away? Too far. Okay, I move here, and They're probably resistant to necrotic damage, I just realized.
Probably yes.
Oh.
Actually, no, they're undead, so they're probably not resistant to necromancy. In fact, the Toll the Dead, I thought, did specific things against undead.
Do we know whether they are resistant to
Oh,
necrotic damage or not?
it just does
Give
necrotic
me
damage.
a religion check.
Religion. Nope.
You're not sure. Not sure.
Yeah, I will try to Toll the Dead, the ghastly one. For lack of range right now.
Okay. So that's a wisdom save. He fails the wisdom save, takes some necrotic damage, but not as much as he should have, probably. Which is your turn, I think, so
Yes.
we're back to the top of the round then.
Clink is on the top of the round. How do I do that? How do I do the movement thing again? Oh, there we go.
Q.
Right click.
Okay.
35 foot movement. Smack.
Hits.
Smack. This one without fire.
He should be dead after that first one.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, well then. 5 more foot of movement, and the second attack hits this other guy.
Okay. So the first one was without Booming Blade, this one is with Booming Blade. Which one is using fire?
The first one used the fire, the second one didn't.
Okay. The second one takes 6 piercing damage and 2 thunder damage and is boomed.
Is he dead?
No.
I had
He
hit that.
takes a Black Steel Razor as well.
Okay, hits as well, but he's still standing.
Yeah, I had hit
Wait, what?
that first target
Oh,
with one of
okay.
my scatter shots.
Ah, really? Right, didn't notice that. Okay, that is Clink's activity done. I don't know where Keep Snake is, but he can just... Oh wait, he's dead.
Yeah,
That's right.
he got killed and you don't have any spell components left, so...
Oh, you should have asked for spell components while we were at the market.
Right.
I'm not sure they would have had any, but... You also didn't ask. So, you're going to stay there?
Well, I can't really move anywhere else.
Sure. Darius.
Yes. And I will cast Enemy is Bound on the Ghast.
I see. It's that time again. You reach intelligence saving throw.
I'm a simple warlock. I see a crowd with one big guy.
Okay, intelligence saving throw. 19. So
I'm
he
offended.
manages to shrug off the spell despite his relatively limited intelligence. Which is...
Maybe it's because he's stupid that it didn't do anything.
No, just rolled well. Which is probably your turn.
Yep.
Okay. This one is dead. Ghoul next to Clink sees a juicy target appear, so tries to rake his claws across Clink. Does not get through Clink's mage armor. This one is also dead.
It's actually Clink armor now. It's not mage armor, it's Clink armor.
Okay, whatever.
Clank.
The ghost walks up to Clink, who smells a very unpleasant smell as he gets closer. And also tries to claw Clink.
Wait, Clink smells an unpleasant smell. Would he even notice?
No.
I think birds can smell, can't they?
No, I mean it's just Tuesday. Clink.
Fair enough. So that's 24 to hit. So Clink takes 10 slashing damage and makes a Constitution saving throw.
Actually, wait, not that one.
17 plus 5 is still less than 24.
Oh, well then I don't do that, do I? Because I can't. I obviously miscounted. Because I brain dead. Okay, so I lose 10 hit points and take a con save. Okay.
Yep.
2.
Okay. Impressive. Clink is paralyzed for the next minute, makes a saving throw at the end of each turn to end.
Clink is gonna die. This is why Clink wanted a long rest, guys.
Ah, never mind. We still have Amulet of Mercy to bring you back. Don't worry.
I was gonna say Krivka still has Revivify, but I'm not sure if he still has spell slots. He's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, I have even
No
2
problem.
level 3 spell slots.
See,
So you can die twice. Although I'm not sure if you have enough diamonds for 2 of them.
I have
But
enough
once-
diamond for 1.
Once you fall unconscious, they're not going to attack you anymore. There's always.
No,
Unless
these
they-
are the things that will
They're
eat
cool.
corpses.
They're ghouls.
these
They eat corpses.
These are
Yeah, but won't they
specifically the
first
ones that
off
would.
go after all the dangerous things before they start to eat?
You give
No.
them too much credit.
They are undead. They don't think. They just eat.
Ah well,
She's
never
alive.
mind. If you're dead, we can revivify you.
Only if my corpse is
No
whole.
problem. Oh. Okay, now I can actually see. Delete this one. But if I leave the one next to Clink first, and then the big one.
There are 2 next to Clink.
Well, the
no.
one that is exactly next to Clink, which is this one, and then the big one, which is.
Oh, they're both literally at.
Can you see on my screen, please?
Huh? What?
Eh?
The big one is here.
No.
No, it's a bit. I thought he just had a reach of 10 foot.
No, I'm moving him around. Why can't you see him move around?
I don't know.
I can
I'm going
see
to-
it
happened-
either.
I'm not
Maybe
seeing
going-
it.
Last fight with the mage friend.
I'm
Let's
going
all
to,
reload.
Yeah, I'm going to refresh Roll20 because it's apparently being weird.
I was just assuming that he was attacking because he had a reach of 10 feet, because
No, his
We
arms
have
aren't that long.
we have encountered these 10 reach guys before, so.
Yeah,
But his tongue seems to be that long.
Yeah, it appears to be, but he just walked up to Clink.
They're gonna snack on me. It's not fair. Then you guys didn't want to have a fucking long rest.
See, the thing with playing a wizard
We lost-
is you have to
we
make
lost
sure
narwhals.
that you can't just enter a fight and blow all your spell slots all over the place.
Well,
Clink
I mean,
didn't do that. Clink has spent 4 fucking fights now.
Well, we also all spent 4 fucking fights now. And we have less spell slots than you have.
well,
Yes,
the
but you guys don't need your spell slots to do damage.
Yes,
Neither do you.
you
Actually,
have a lot
you'd
of
be wrong
melee.
about that.
they need them more than you do technically to do damage. They're just not specified in doing damage, specialized. The problem in this case is more that you know you're out of spell slots and you still run into melee and stay there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
I knew I
put
was going to
him
be
here.
attacked, so I
Yes,
thought I
now
could
you
kill
moved.
it.
Okay, so but I'm still doing the same thing. So the small guy first, and then the big one.
Okay, so the small one was a critical hit, I seem to recall.
Yes, and the other one too.
But
Okay.
one was a 9+8 and the other's a 3+3.
Yeah, the
so...
first is way better.
It be like that sometimes. So, the small one is blasted apart. The big one takes a bit of damage, but is still looking decently healthy.
That's to be expected.
Yes. Ghoul walks forward, sees that this bit of food is taken by his boss, so use his action to dash around the corner towards Krivkash, but doesn't have an action left, of course. Next ghoul runs up to here, tries to claw Krivkash. 10 to hit, so doesn't even actually lay a hand on Krivkash. Mac.
How injured does the big guy look?
Only Gisela has hit him so far, I think.
With only
so.
6.
So not very.
Mac wants to say that Clink can handle it, but... Okay, I'm gonna give myself advantage. I'm gonna try and bail out our fried chicken here. I'm gonna use my my scatter shot again on the big guy. First one.
First one misses.
Second one on him, big guy. And I am going to sneak attack that one, of course.
Okay, so roll twice.
Sneak attack twice.
Yeah, because it's a critical.
Okay.
And sneak attack is only dice, so just rolling twice is the same thing. Okay, so 11 plus 2 plus 10 plus 12 plus 15 is lots.
Jesus.
You're welcome, Mac shouts.
Okay, so 2 bolts fly into the ghost, and he falls over, does not get up again.
Clink, being paralyzed, is covered in the ghast blood.
Yes.
The gas goo.
Yet still possibly feels thankful. Who knows? It's a mystery.
He's paralyzed, he can't think.
What? That's not what that means.
No, those are 2 unrelated sentences.
Yes.
Not being able to think is a consequence of being Clink, not of being paralyzed.
Yes,
But
he-
there's still two sentences.
yes, that's like they say the windmills in Texas go down and now people are without current. The both sentences are right, but they're just not the consequence of each other. Anyway,
Yeah.
next ghoul.
Is he dead?
Yeah, the ghost has been
Oh,
blown up.
he doesn't have the red cross.
He does. I put it on him. Are we
He's
doing
not
this
on our
again?
screen.
It continues. The undead does not want to be dead.
Yeah, well, I put a cross on
Defiant.
him, so if he doesn't, then that's annoying.
Did you put the right cross on him?
There is only one.
Being undead and all.
There you go.
The next ghoul sees his opportunity, runs up to Clink, and this one actually moves. It's confusing. Claws at Clink with advantage. Actually, no. Bites Clink because Clink is already paralyzed. You can't take reactions while you are incapacitated.
You also can't make a somatic spell
Yes, that's true.
component.
That means Clink's AC is currently 13.
What?
no.
Did you have
Doesn't get
40?
counted.
No, well,
Didn't you have 40?
no. However it works, your dexterity is still added to your AC when you're paralyzed. It is not. The reason for this purely being that it's otherwise needlessly complicated, but no, it need not make any sense. So the ghoul critically hits Clink given the fact that he's paralyzed, so Clink takes 18 damage.
No, he doesn't.
And Clink is dead.
I'm taking that.
Okay, in that case you
Whoa,
take
okay.
18 piercing damage. You can't take it because you don't have any uses of your...
Well, I just counted one off.
No, I mean
already
of your healing light.
It doesn't... Does it require a healing light? I thought the healing light was optional. Hold on.
I'm not sure how I worded it, honestly. I didn't had it in thoughts that it wouldn't knight.
Huh. Okay. I guess you do have to expend a healing light. Can I expend 0 healing lights? That's technically a number.
You know what? Sure, why not? Okay, in that case you take...
If we're going to be about words.
In that case you take 18 piercing damage. And you
Very
use
well.
your reaction.
Thank you. Clink's paralyzed form shouts out.
Okay, that's the ghoul's turn. Next ghoul does the same thing.
Hopefully it does less than 18 damage this time.
So,
Less than 16.
Ideally.
next
Or
one...
rolls less than 17.
Next one rolls an actual critical hit.
Oh.
So Clink takes 17 piercing damage.
Okay.
Let
Yes,
me
now.
reduce that. He's still alive! He's still alive!
Okay, Clink takes 14 piercing damage, so he has 2 hit points left.
Also, Clink, you're not immediately dead. That's the way you are the moment you're...
Yeah, he knows, but it's not amusing that way. Okay, Kivkash.
I have 2 easy targets right in front of me. Or should I go
Yeah.
save Clink?
Can you put a splatter of Clink blood down?
Smacking things or smacking Clink? Smacking things or smacking Clink?
Hard choice.
Why not both?
Yes,
Hold
smash
on.
things and let Clink be smashed.
Clink's getting laid. He's smashing. Or being smashed.
I'm going to help the stupid bird. The 2 attacks of opportunity.
Yep. However, neither of them managed to hit you through your armor.
And I'm going to smack the left one. If I manage to ping something.
Okay, you
10,
do not.
yeah, 10 doesn't hit. So it dodges underneath your mace. Then
This one also bites Clink.
last one indeed tries to grab the tasty Clink. Going to-
Remove the cross.
yes. Also tries to eat Clink. With a 20 to hit, which then also becomes a critical hit.
If we just let them have Clink, we can just walk off, I guess.
So Clink takes 19 damage.
Goodbye.
And actually goes unconscious this time, I think. Unless there's yet another way you can...
We have used all our ways.
Okay, so Clink
Does
is
that count as
unconscious.
death failures?
No, now you were just brought to 0. So next damage you take counts as a failed death saving throw.
But now you're no longer paralyzed. Haha.
Why wouldn't he be?
What?
Why
I'm
wouldn't he be?
unconscious.
Oh, I thought it just all went away when you're
No,
unconscious.
no. You can be paralyzed and unconscious.
Ah,
Okay.
you're still
just a-
paralyzed.
He's just a brick that falls over. Donk.
No, I'm still standing. I'm paralyzed up.
It's like
You're
rigor mortis,
unconscious.
but not dead yet. He's stiff.
So, as you fall unconscious, the last ghoul also. How far? Where did he start again?
I think about here.
It's here. So he moved about 20 feet. Okay, so he grabs Clink and tries dragging him away.
Goodbye, Clink. Let's just finish
Goodbye,
the
cruel
rest
world.
off.
Okay, Clink's turn comes around, so Clink makes a death saving throw.
How do I do that? Oh, there. The button.
Roll a
There's
20,
about-
you come back alive.
Clink fails a death saving throw.
Oh no.
And at the end of your turn, you can make another Constitution saving throw. You are no longer paralyzed.
Well done.
However,
So he
still,
drags away a stiff body and it suddenly turns floppy.
however, still unconscious. So, but hey, small gains. There he is.
Inverse of rigor mortis.
Okay.
He goes floppy.
What? Where's my character token?
I'm gonna move.
with it.
Yep, there you go. Can you see him?
Thank you. I guess that was only local teleportitis.
It's a weird issue. I've had it happen a few times.
I'm going to come up. Wait. Can I cast touch spells with Kirkash Jr.?
Yeah.
Okay. I will do this thing.
15 foot of movement.
Kirkash Jr. Definitely avoiding the attacks of opportunity.
Mhm.
My character sheet not cooperating with me. There we go.
I give your mama some rigor mortis.
Okay.
No.
Clink no longer dead.
Clink regains literally all of his hit points.
Wait, shit, Jesus Christ.
That's even one hit point more than he can have.
And I lose the
Jeff
death
Jr.
saving
flies
throw
back.
failure?
Yeah, and you're no longer unconscious or bleeding out, but still prone.
And I step away.
Okay.
Why not step towards this guy and smack him? You have actions. Oh, wait, no, you just used your action, right? Don't worry.
Yeah.
Ignore me.
And he also doesn't have melee weapons, so
He just
I
saved you.
do possess a dagger.
well,
It just
Okay.
isn't usually in my hand.
You should attach it to your weapon.
it's literally worse than anything you can use. That's not a dagger, so
Yeah.
this is cool.
Attach a dagger to my sphere, yes.
Seems like a plan.
It's just a really enlarged pommel for your dagger.
Huh.
Okay, Gisela.
Or a really short cane sword.
Okay, I'm guessing these two that are nearest are going to come after me, so I'm first
me.
blasting the right one twice,
You're gonna blast him towards Clink.
and then no,
Okay.
I can't actually move him.
Yeah, both of those hit. He takes a good bit of damage, but this is the first attack that he gets, so he's still alive.
You can also regain your reaction.
Oh yeah, my reaction. And
Yeah, and the
some
other thing,
mortis
and
also.
okay, so the ghoul
Okay, so
goes after Lulu, being the nearest target.
Thought.
Shit.
However, Lulu does manage to dodge it midair The other ghoul decides to go after Darius.
Hello.
Tries to slash him, but Darius manages to bash his hand away with his shield. Mac.
Okay. Seeing as our fine-feathered decoy is no longer within death's reach. Let's see.
Momentarily.
Yeah. Which one of these three is mostly damaged over by Clink and Critcash? It's this one, right?
If you kill the middle one, I can thunderwave the other two.
Actually, none of them have taken any damage yet.
Oh.
I thought
Just killed all the other ones that are over
The
there.
one that have taken damage are already dead.
Okay.
except for this one,
Yes, indeed.
who took 17, so it's pretty close to there.
Hoping that if we get into any other battles, Clink isn't going to just run straight into enemies and face tank. I will use my last scatter shot to try and save his ass. First shot's going to the one holding him.
Okay. 13 is enough to hit, and 18 is enough to kill him.
Okay,
Well, they have 13 hit points, so that other one must have 1 hit point.
so attacking this one
They
next.
don't necessarily all have to have the same.
And
Yeah,
I
I
might as well do sneak
Oh, you
attack.
actually rolled for them, rather than
Yeah,
using the average?
No, I don't use the average. I roll for HP
Ah, okay.
because it's
That one
Makes it-
misses.
makes it a bit less predictable. Because in real combat, people also don't go down after a preset number of attacks.
That's true.
11 doesn't hit, so first shot finishes up the ghoul holding Clink. The other shot goes wide, but still Clink is in slightly less trouble.
Lulu should just fly out of reach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
disengages and
Onto the roof.
Yeah.
Goes behind Grisella.
flies very decently far away, like up to here or something, because they don't seem to be spellcasters anyway, so there's not much she can do.
All she has to do is fly up out of reach.
Well, she
Yes.
has a much higher AC than I have, so she can just go stand in front of be a protector.
Coincidentally enough, she also... Oh, she doesn't have more health than you right now. She's more of a tank right now than Clink.
I mean, there are
Everyone's more of a tank than Clink.
Yeah. Okay,
Except Mac. But he has hit points, he can hold tank.
so the ghoul being slightly confused by Clink, first being unconscious and then standing up again, tries to claw Clink again.
Well, he's not standing up.
Unconscious and stiff, unconscious. No, stiff,
floppy.
unconscious and stiff, unconscious and floppy, and then conscious and floppy.
Yes.
Yep.
The ghoul is confused and hits Clink with a 23 to hit.
Wait. No, I can't do anything. But
No.
unless Grisella wants to use her thing and I use my thing.
You still got enough health at this point.
Yeah, let
Yes,
it
but I will
just
be
hit
paralyzed
and-
again.
Just
Not
don't get
necessary.
paralyzed.
It's
If you can reduce it by 2 points, I can shield Clink.
And you'll have no
You-
spell
you-
slots.
You want to use a spell slot and an inspiration die for that?
Yes, to not be paralyzed again, yes.
Nah,
You'll
don't
be
really
fine.
want
I'm right next to you, and Meg is going to murder one of them anyway next turn.
Yeah.
that. They're pretty squishy.
Yep.
Yes, but Clink could also murder one of them.
yeah, well,
They're pretty
Yeah.
squishy, but Clink is squishier.
Murder? Probably.
so you take 6 slashing damage and make a Constitution saving throw.
So only 6 damage,
Which I
not
failed.
crit.
You indeed fail. It's not actually a high DC, but it's higher than 7.
You are conscious, prone, and stiff.
Yeah, their DC is what, 12?
Maybe even 10.
You
we know
ha-
that.
You don't know, but it's 7 is not enough, and whatever you rolled previously was also not enough.
It was also a 7, I think, or an 8.
No, the first one was a 2.
Right, okay.
The one that passed was a 16.
Yeah, so
it's
it's
between 16 and 7.
Yep.
Only
Okay.
a 9-point range.
Next one tries to claw Krivkash. Doesn't get through his armor. Krivkash.
I move closer, and I'm going to do something different for once. I
Ooh.
will do Word of Radiance. Felt some damage.
Okay, so both of them make a Constitution saving throw.
Does that ignore allies?
Yep.
Yes.
No friendly fire on the cleric spells.
Unless I specify it.
Friendly fire is voluntary.
Yes. Okay, both of them fail the saving throw, so they both take 7 radiant damage. But hadn't taken any hits yet, so they are still standing.
You basically turned yourself into the elephant's foot.
This one is dead, so Clink is paralyzed. Make a Constitution save. 12 is enough. You are no longer paralyzed.
But I don't get my turn?
No, it's at the end of your turn.
Like, pretty much all the other saving throws for this sort of thing are at the beginning of turn, so that's...
No, and saving throws to end a status effect on yourself are nearly always at the end of a turn.
Okay. All the ones I've seen in the beginning.
Yeah, the ones when you are standing in an area of effect are at the start of your turn generally.
Okay.
Or at the end, it varies. But the idea is that the status effect should at least cover one of your turns, otherwise whatever caused it is can be useless. And works also in the other direction. Darius.
Uh-huh. Alright. Self-preservation or helping Clink?
Self-preservation, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. Not really a hard choice. I mean,
For Clink.
if you think about it, both of them are self-preservation, right?
Yes.
Both not helping Clink and shooting the guy that's trying to eat me are self-preservation. Alright.
Just shoot. Yeah. You have a disadvantage on Eldritch Blast if you shoot him from there.
Has this one taken any hits?
No.
This one is almost
no.
dead, and this one is not.
This one
You
hasn't
shoot the other
taken
one?
any hits yet.
Shoot the other one to kill it first, and then take your step away and shoot the first one.
No, I can only shoot simultaneously.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
then
And
step away, then shoot both.
these have their reaction back already. I forgot to remove them.
Yeah.
Because that one is the one you're going to be able to kill is the very next one to act, so if you get him, you'll save yourself another attack. Otherwise it will be 2 attacks against you rather than just 1. Or you could just disengage and sprint away.
Well, he has... I worded it wrong, but you have disadvantage on any Eldritch Blasts, because it's a disadvantage when an enemy is within 5 feet of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he has to take the attack of opportunity or disengage.
Well, he does have a saving throw cantrip as well, so...
I do. I think I'm gonna do that one. It's been a little while. Stay playing one round on me.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, because you got the plus charisma to damage this level, so it's 2d8.
I hope he's not very dexterous.
Let's
He probably
see.
isn't. He's a zombie.
He's a ghoul.
He's not a zombie, he's a ghoul.
He's
Ghouls are reasonably quick.
reasonably dexterous, but he rolls a 7, so he takes 17 radiant damage. And is
And is
barely
radiant.
still standing.
Alright. Gisela, if you want to do the
Yeah.
arms.
I'm gonna select them both probably.
Okay.
Butterflies.
The first one to this and the second one there.
Okay.
Ah, damn it.
Okay. Second one blasts the other one nearly to death. First one hits the statue instead, breaking it even more than it already was. So.
I'm going to run away first.
Oh, right.
Don't want to be a target.
You have movement. No, he's not dead.
Wait, you should have blasted them apart.
Oh, nearly.
Ah.
He still has a little bit of HP left, but not a lot.
Oh no.
So this one moves to the nearest target. Tries to claw Darius. Hits with a 20.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Damn it!
It's with an 18.
Yeah. Bad luck. Okay, Darius takes 5 slashing damage and makes a Constitution saving throw,
Which he fails.
which
Oh, no.
he succeeds.
Not everybody's like Clink.
Not everybody dumped Constitution.
I didn't dump it.
You
I dumped
did.
Strength and I dumped Whiz. Constitution just didn't get any bonuses.
Having 10 Constitution is dumping Constitution.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. As has been apparent by your hit points and your Constitution saving throws. The next ghoul also claws Darius. However, doesn't get through but Darius' breastplate. Mac.
Okay. Let's see.
Shoot the one trying to attack Clink.
Currently, Clink has more hit points than Darius.
Yeah, and Darius has 2 against him instead of 1.
Yes,
No,
but
I
Clink
have
is
20.
apparently
I still have more than Clink. I have 22. And that's after taking a hit for Clink.
Well, Darius is going to be able to move again before those two, so I'm sorry, Darius. I'm going to try and save the idiot bird.
That's
Then
fine.
the idiot bird will come and try to save you, don't worry.
Yeah, he'll come in and
And
face
Thunder
take
Wave me.
again.
No, I'll Thunder Wave them because I have a Thunder Wave.
And then he really won't have any spell slots left.
Yes.
Okay, shooting the one that's here.
Don't use the -5.
I am going to use a -5.
Okay.
They only have like 12 AC, so.
Aren't you glad I used the -5?
Okay,
Not really.
this one is definitely dead now.
It wouldn't have impacted your sneak damage.
True.
Which is your turn. Lulu is fine there.
Yeah, actually, the sneak was pretty high.
Oh, your sneak is added, as the 10 is added to the from the sharpshooter 2 sneak.
Yeah,
rather than to
so
your pure three.
Oh,
sneak damage was normal.
12.
2
So it would
and
have
4
been
and
22 without.
2, 4, and 6 from sneak. Wait.
Okay.
Really quick,
So you got
Dino.
32 rather than 22.
Oh, never mind. I was reading this wrong.
Okay. So, the ghoul next to Krivkash tries to hit Krivkash again. With a 7 to hit. So, Krivkash doesn't even actually touch Krivkash. Krivkash.
And smack.
Okay.
My smacking isn't up to spec today. I have a feeling.
But you
like
do hit him. with
Yeah,
12
you hit
AC.
him.
You killed him.
So you smack your mace into his face and he falls to the ground. Doesn't get up again, which only leaves the one next to Mac. Clink is actually not paralyzed for a turn, so
He stands up using half of his movement, right?
yep.
And then uses the other 20 foot of his movement to go here.
And he's going to get eaten again.
And we go stab.
Okay, that kills
With fire.
kills the ghoul.
And then I throw my black steel razor. 1 sec, I need to make this. This is my second attack, so I can use my dex bonus on it.
Mm-hmm.
I throw this at the other one. I can't use my booming blade with it, can I?
No, booming blade is only melee. Which kills the other one?
Clink raises his fists in victory. Take that, motherfuckers! And then retrieves his razor.
Yeah. What's the last of them? Okay.
See, Clink didn't even hurt himself in that last one. Jesus Christ.
It was the first time he didn't hit himself in that fight.
I wonder what a Thunderwave would have looked like.
I think you would have hit Grifkash with Thunderwave.
No, it
not
wouldn't have, because it would have been a cube. We're on centered, it wouldn't have hit Grifkash. But it would have only done 8 damage to either of them, so it wouldn't be worth it.
Yeah. So, having murdered all the ghouls,
I vote long rest.
Hey, you're finally on the same page as Clink.
He also
Cliff
didn't
Catch.
spill all his spell slots in like one fight.
Yeah, I do,
I
but that's
didn't.
because I only have 2.
Yeah.
I fucking used them against 2 major fights.
So, Cliffcast notices that the ghost was wearing fancy, possibly slightly enchanted armor, and also has some other stuff on a belt.
Ooh.
Clink steals the belt, wears it as a hat.
That seems disproportionate, but okay.
Yeah. So, the
More
armor.
like a whole headdress.
The armor is enchanted, so you have to identify it at some point. And he's also carrying an explorer's pack and a potion of invisibility at his belt.
Clink puts the potion of invisibility into Grifkash's pants.
Why?
Because you're the one who uses it best.
Yeah, so potion of invisibility costs invisibility on yourself, basically.
Who's taking that?
Well,
Clearly it's either Mac or Clink, because an hour of being invisible without attacking or casting a spell means that we put ourselves in a scouting position. And we're both scouts.
I currently.
That's probably more Mac thing.
Mac is much better at it, yes.
Give it.
Okay, I'll take it. And the enchanted armor, what type of armor is it? Leather?
Studded leather.
Which Clink will identify when we have a spare 20-minute window.
Well, we can always head into one of the buildings if we need a short rest, because I don't...
We should do a full long rest.
It's only
Hold up
like...
a building for the night.
What time is it?
Yeah.
Currently probably half past 2 in the afternoon.
Clink and Darius both want a full night's rest at this point. And we've fought a boss, and we've fought 3 other major fights.
Yeah,
So,
and
no,
the average fights in a day is about 3 half rests and about 6 to 8 fights. So
Yeah, well, in terms of resources, it may make sense to take a long rest, but you probably want to do that not in the middle of the street.
No, but we want to use the buildings there.
we'll have
One of
to.
the buildings.
Let's at least
Or
make our
not.
way back to the pair of black antlers, because...
Oh, wait, just go south. There's the fucking market directly in a line of sight.
Or we can continue to the Black Antlers and then to the Keep of the Twinsons if you
Continue
want.
to Black Antlers and get accosted again. And then full
Well-
party wipe.
How about this? We have Mac kind of just stick to the rooftops, and if we see a fight, we avoid it, instead of actually going after him.
Rolling stealth.
Okay. Okay.
Mac is going to roll stealth as well.
Clink's bleeding is clearly not stealthy.
But where are you going now?
To the black
Black antlers, and I'm scouting to make sure that, just to see if the path is clear.
Jesus, guys! 7. 7.
10. Yes.
You have to roll with disadvantage.
5.
5.
Okay, so Mac has 20 and is scouting ahead, and the rest of the party... Oh wait, I have to roll for Lulu. Maybe Lulu's score will save you.
I think Kirkpat Jr. is not supposed to have advantage on stealth, but that
No,
just makes it
he's not. Lulu
I'm not sure why
rolled.
the
What'd
advantage
she roll?
disadvantage toggler is so much more slight.
Because it's
What
a
did Lulu
different...
roll?
An 18. So she's the most stealthy of all of you.
I had a 20.
10.8.
That's only with Mac included, and he's scouting ahead.
Okay.
Yes. So without Mac, it's probably below 10.
Yes.
Alright, so... luckily for you, the way to the Black Antlers seems to be devoid of any enemies at the moment, quite possibly because you cleared them out earlier.
I use my message cantrip to keep a communication with Mac open.
Okay. So you
Wait,
managed to...
isn't that one way?
No, he can
No.
reply. So I just have to ask
Okay.
him every few seconds, have you seen something? Have you seen something? Have you seen something?
Hey, listen! Hey, listen!
How about I just take...
Listen, listen, hey, listen, hey, hey, hey!
And
Mac
then he
is
can
heavily...
answer me if he wants.
Just see them a running commentary on the ground we're walking on. I see a rock. I see another rock. Hey, look, a rock.
Clink's
Oh,
not
look,
dead
it's a
yet.
rock.
Clink's not dead yet. Clink's not dead yet. Clink's not dead yet. Oh, he tripped,
Clink's dead.
but he's still not dead
Oh,
yet.
wait. Still not dead.
Okay, so... you managed to get back to the pair of Black Antlers without encountering any enemies at the moment.
At which point we close the
And then-
doors, lock up, and have a long rest.
There's also the
Yeah.
basement, which is pretty well...
Yes, we're gonna live in the basement.
We're gonna
Behind the
first
secret
find out
door.
if there's another secret passage there, because otherwise people might come in through there while
my
we are
God.
resting.
No. While we're in the secret room, I'm gonna cast Lemon's Tiny Hat as a ritual.
You know that's not foolproof. You can just counterspell it, for example.
Yes, but
Dispel it, but yes.
Let's first check if there's any secret passage.
we can do that too. But that's what I'm doing. Lemon's Tiny Hat in the little bit back area after we've closed the door and we searched the rooms.
Okay, so you want to go downstairs?
I wouldn't even do
Yes,
a
we do.
long rest yet, but if the majority is in favor of it, then okay.
We absolutely are, because we all need a nap. Or at least some of us need to get our resources back.
I would like to get all of my interesting resources back.
And Clink would like to have spells to be able to counterspell if we run into yet another boss.
You know I have counterspell too, right?
Yeah, but you don't use it often.
I never get the chance to use it because you're always faster. I'm even better at it than you are.
Are you though?
Yes, I am. I'm better at it than you are.
Clink has not yet failed a counterspell.
I have also not yet failed the counterspell.
That's because you've counterspelled one spell.
I have counterspelled no spell.
No spells,
Oh.
but
Oh well, then,
You-
then Clink is by definition better because you have never succeeded.
she has also never failed.
She's never succeeded.
Undefeated.
You know, I have always spell slots left at the end of the day because you go through them so fast. You could just let me
Well, next
counterspell
time,
things.
next time I'll leave you to the counterspell.
And I'm not going to counterspell things like teleport.
Seems
No, you're
reas-
counterspelling Clink's teleport.
Murdering demons is typically a good thing to do. And so is murdering devils. So.
And so is not dying by having used all your spell slots.
We didn't know he wasn't going to teleport behind you.
No, I would have survived that. I have AC and HP and inspiration.
Well,
You
teleport.
have AC, you say, and you have 14.
I have actually 16. Because every time someone attacks me, I can just use my inspiration to increase it to 16.
Yeah.
Until you run out.
But teleport is more of a long-range getaway spell rather than a teleporting behind someone's spell. That's more Misty Step.
Also, we probably couldn't even teleport behind me because I was out of sight. I think in that fight.
No, you were in an open space. So
I was behind the statue that Mac was also behind.
you don't need to see where you're going with teleport.
Okay.
So he was actually just going to literally teleport away to Avernus.
Yeah, that's okay. I would have let him go.
Yeah. Well, anyway, you were going to do something in the cellar. I put you in the cellar.
Yes, we found a sort of spell upstairs with that Darius could read, or that
Clink passes Tiny Hut.
Krivkash could read, and I think it's useful if we just pronounce it here to see if it's unlocking something, just like the previous passwords.
Clink passed it now, nobody else can get in.
No, indeed, they cannot.
Okay, if you do that,
Mac-
we'll just leave you here.
Mac locks the secret door.
Yeah, just leave Clink here, we'll just go adventuring on our own.
Hey Clink, do you remember the passcode to open the door without the passageway falling in on you?
No, because it was in
No?
Draconic and he can't speak Draconic.
That was Celestial.
Wait,
It was Celestial.
Clink, if anyone would remember it. He's
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
a
right.
tape recorder.
That's true.
He
That's
doesn't
true.
have to know the words, he just has to repeat them.
Okay, the door doesn't actually have a lock though. So you repeat the phrase you read on the altar above, which I have here somewhere. Somewhere. Oh, there it is.
Menon.
This one. But nothing happens.
And also not in the small secret room where Clink is.
No.
Oh, wait a minute. Can I... what's the other thing? Chapter 1, Tale of Two Cities, was it here?
Chaylin's upset because I won't give her a plaster for her finger, which is sore, but not bleeding. But she asks for a plaster every single day and then removes it within 10 minutes.
Yes, but plaster makes it feel better, and you're denying her the feeling better of her finger, so she is, of course, logically upset at that.
I say
give her a
bless the dragon.
pasta instead.
Bless the dragon. And again in Draconic and then in Celestial. I ask help from whoever knows those languages.
Okay, nothing
Okay.
happens either.
Okay, then nothing happens. Okay.
Clink gets people to say Torm in a variety of languages.
Well, Torm is a name, so they're
It's just
probably the
Torm in
same.
all languages.
Probably the same with a different accent or something.
She wants plaster for her finger.
Alright, anything else you want to do here except long rest?
No, other than casting my Lemon's Tiny Hut.
You guys already checked all of upstairs, right?
Yeah.
There's beds upstairs, so...
It was just this spell thing upstairs. I mean this what's the name?
Yeah, this...
Then also,
The
we are
sentence
now
was upstairs.
3 hours into this, so we should probably call it soon.
Yeah, so... you camp out the rest of the afternoon here, uninterrupted. And I assume Clink also identifies the armor.
Yes, as what? What do I identify it as?
It's a +1 studded ladder.
Clink puts that on Mac.
On what?
On Mac.
I'm.
I just drape it over him. It's a hat.
Yes.
It's like a cloak.
As I recall, both Mac and Gisela are currently wearing studded leather.
Indeed.
I.
Wait. 1 second. Lulu's magic aura, right? That's a 10-foot radius, right? Does that prevent the casting of dispel magic through it?
But her aura,
Cannot.
is it equally large as your tiny hut?
It
thing?
is. Lemon's tiny hut is 10-foot radius as well. So long as she's in the middle, and that does work, nobody can dispel the tiny hut.
There's of course always the chance that they get a lot of reinforcement and just surround us and wait until it goes away.
Well, yes,
Yeah, but it's pretty
that's a lot
safe.
more effort. We would have 8 hours of warning.
No. Lulu's aura stops spells from affecting creatures or objects, but dispel magic in this case affects the
magic itself.
targets the magical effect itself, which is not countered by Lulu's aura.
Okay.
But the tiny hut in general is pretty safe. You just don't do it in the middle of the street, or
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
it's
if
good
you
to
do, don't worry about your wizards, because we don't often fight wizards.
Well, if you do it in the street, then it's probably good for a short rest, but definitely not a long rest. Okay, so it's a +1 studded ladder. You can figure out who of you wants to wear it.
oh, thank you.
Why would you give it to Chrysala?
Because I'm not getting hit, and I also have that uncanny dodge in case I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I have that as my kind of failsafe.
Okay, in that case, I will have to make Gisela a new token by next week. You can also all take your long rest, restore your stuff. So that's done by next week.
Newt.
Yes.
3.
How many hit dice get restored in a long rest? All of them, or half was it?
Half.
Does anyone have any healing spells before we do this?
Yes, I have.
yes.
I have
No.
Use
much
Mondarius. If you have 6 left over, throw it at me.
But you get all your hit points back on a long rest.
Oh,
Why
do we?
would you use
I thought we had
healing?
to use hit dice.
No, that's a
on
short
short
rest.
rest.
Oh, okay. Don't worry, I'm confused.
Tuesdays.
Pretty much.
Am I right?
Clink is back in action.
Okay.
Bacon action. What?
Bacon action.
Oh, right, and now Clink needs to redo his spell. So, counter spell, we probably don't need fly.
Do we want to do this
Should
for in between sessions? Because we're
Yeah, I
probably
would
not.
stop the session here, I think.
Yeah, well, before we actually stop the session, I would appreciate it if you decided which specific locations you wanted to visit next.
The Wizard Tower.
I want to go to the old harvest home. I want to get my sword. I want to get my magic sword.
Okay. Old Harvest
well,
in Wizard
we
Tower?
are currently at the Pair of Black Antlers, so we can pass by the old harvest home on the way to the.
Wizard
tower?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, if you go via this bridge.
Yes, then we can do that.
Okay, so over Torm's Blade to the High Harvest Home and then to the Wizard's Tower, right?
Yes, I think that's-
Wait. That red line down the middle goes all the way up to the top, so we have to go over.
Well,
wait, Tom's Reach, you mean? Said. Yeah.
No, well, this one has bridges over it.
Oh, okay.
But this is a waterfall, so you can't move from down here to up here because this is a cliff.
Oh, okay. That does not come
Yeah,
across the image.
it's not very clear on the map, but this is a cliff, so you can't
So one
move.
thing, let me make this really clear for us. Whoa, that drew way off center.
Yeah.
Oh, I know
back.
what's happened. My screen has gotten like that's where I'm putting my mouse on, and that's where it's coming up.
We can't actually see you draw. So.
I was drawn. Oh,
Did we ever pick
you
up the
could.
research from the pair of black antlers for Anthar?
Yeah, you have it in your handouts.
Okay.
That's where you found the hint that there's something in the High Harvest Home.
Okay. So there we go. We know what we're going to do for next time.
Okay. Good
I
to
don't
know.
need Thunderwave, but I will take Chromatic Crow.
Yeah. So.
Chromatic Crow?
Yep,
Chromatic Crow.
Chromatic Orb, Chromatic Crow.
Yeah,
Because
so-
that sounds cooler.
Is everyone free next Saturday?
As far
Yeah.
as I'm aware, yes.
Yep.
Okay. We are also free next Saturday, so next Saturday we do the next session. If you want to
Right.
change your prepared spells, feel free to do so between now and then.
That is what I'm doing. I have
Yeah.
a counter. Oh, I'll just type it into chat.
Yeah, and cornflakes, if you want to switch them out, you can do so as well. Okay.
Actually, I don't need Dragon's Breath because I don't have my little pet with me anymore. So I should pick up something else instead. I have one more slot I can use.
Web?
I've got Web
Oh,
and Misty Step.
yeah, I see it.
I don't need Scorching Ray because that's pretty crap, generally.
It's fire damage, so not
Yeah.
the most useful thing at the moment.
Do Shadow Blade, which could be interesting, because it deals 2d8 psychic damage on a hit.
Isn't it 2d6?
No, 2d8.
Nice.
I think it's also a finesse weapon. Yep, finesse, light, and throw-in.
Yeah, if it weren't finesse, then it would be fairly useless.
Yeah, so I'm going to take Shadow Blade as well. Because there's nothing better to put on there. Unless I put haste.
Haste will become much more useful once I get the crossbow expert.
That's true. Mind you, does that let you reload? Oh wait, yeah, that lets you more reload, doesn't it?
Yep.
You don't need crossbow expert to benefit from haste.
No, I meant for the to get it. It will be even more advantageous with crossbow expert, is what I was saying.
They're,
Hey, fuck it, I'm taking haste to do Shadow Blade.
they're fairly unrelated, because haste gives you an extra action, and crossbow expert lets you attack on your bonus action. So
So you get 3 attacks, basically.
yeah, so each of them gives you an extra attack. And haste does not combine with shadow blade because they're both concentration.
Yes. So I took Shadow Blade off and put haste on.
Oh, right.
But,
Fair enough.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Well,
I've
haste
got
also
9
increases
spots
AC as well for whoever gets it. So like if
Yes.
AC, speed, and dex saves, yes.
so if Krivkash decides to run face first into stuff, he could have an AC of 23.
Nice.
20. If he really wants to, 25.
Yeah, because I have my own shield as well.
Cool. Well,
All right.
Sounds like
and
a
I'll
plan.
see you next week.
yeah. Later,
Alrighty.
guys.
Bye.
Next up.
Bye.